Redshirt freshman, Obadegu, remember that name. Second down, a pickup of 2, almost 3, call it 2, out of the I formation from that shotgun. Or the first or second pass is incomplete. Tried to get it to the outside that time. Ryan King, who is the ex-receiver, 15 catches last year, but he was blanketed. Dangerous throw, really.
Yeah, it was a kind of a curl pattern, but it was in a squeezed down area. Nobodegu was right on the spot.
King stays in, Taco in. 2 receivers each way for Lamson on 3rd and long. And it's going to be a penalty. Offensive lineman on the right-hand side, Cedric Jefferson, got up and started pass blocking before the ball was snapped.
Yeah, but Tuioti jumped way offside, and they may...
Offside, number 44 defense in the neutral zone, causing the offense to react.
There you go.
5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Tuioti jumped offside, and he's the one that instigated that offensive tackle, right tackle, to move and defend himself. So that one's on Oregon. Mistake.
Good catch by you. But it's still 3rd down, but now 3rd and manageable. 3rd down and a little more than 2. Need to get it to the 31. They are at the 29. And from that shotgun, running back off to the left of Lamson. 2 receivers out to the left hand and off and stuffed. Amari Washington, 6'3", 330 pounds, looked like a sprinter coming off the line.
I am so excited to see him play this year. He's got a great opportunity to be one of the best defensive tackles to ever play here. Showed flashes of it in spots last year. Now he's on full display as a starter, and he made a big play there.
Lost yardage deep for Oregon. Gary Bryant Jr. in punt return. And good snap. Punt barely away. Might have been partially blocked. It's going to go out of bounds way up near the 40-yard line of Montana State. Now, did that get tipped, or was it just off the side of his foot? Oregon's going to get great field position at the 40-yard line of Montana State. So somebody got McClellan might have got in and got a hand. We got a chance to replay. Oh, yeah. He got more than a hand on it. He got both hands on it. It'll end up being a 15-yard punt. And Oregon will have great field position at the Bobcat 40-yard line. Be left hash when we come back. 7-0. Oregon with the early lead here. Early minutes of this first quarter in the sunshine at Autzen here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woo-hoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah. So good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woo-hoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
Oregon.
He runs. He scores.
Montana State.
Touchdown, Oregon.
From the Country Financial Broadcast booth alongside Mike Jorgensen, here's the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
Welcome back to Autzen. 7-0 Oregon. Duck football brought to you today by Pacific Source with health coverage for individuals, families, employers, and Medicare eligibles. Pacific Source, the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. Toyota sideline Mike downstairs. Dusty Hara, what a start for Oregon this year compared to last year?
Boy, it feels a lot different. The energy on both sides of the football by the Oregon Ducks, and also, the preparation. It looks like Coach Lanning had talked about paring down the playbook on Oregon's side from a year ago, but Montana State also breaking in new coordinators on both sides of the ball, especially on the offensive side. They have a brand new coordinator in Pete Sturbick, who comes from Colorado School of Mines, where they were a pass-to-run type offense, and there is a little bit of growing that comes with a new coordinator in place.
First down, Oregon, Bobcat 40. It'll be DeCorian Moore, Gary Bryant Jr., two of the receivers down there. And way outside to the right, Justice Lowe, Jamari Johnson also in. And I think Woodington in the backfield. And here's a little end around. Little fly action to the 30. Inside of the 25. DeCorian Moore almost busted that. Little reverse, little fly sweep, fake the handoff and catch him coming from the left side.
So close. Just got tripped up. Had a choice to go outside, inside, made a nice cut to the inside, and then just gets tripped up at the point.
First down to the 23-yard line.
It's a pretty fast guy.
He is. Justice Lowe comes out as the Ducks will go with some beef up front. Kenyon Sadiq, Roger Saliapraga, and looks like Jamari Johnson. So three big guys at tight end. Here's the snap, handed off again. Woodington cut it outside, now inside. Pretty good defended pretty well that time. He wanted to go up, then tried to cut it out, and had to cut it back inside again. By then, Montana State had recovered. And the tackle will go to Taden Gray. Oregon ready to go in a hurry. Second down, a pickup of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 20. Snap. And a quick throw out. This is going to be Sadiq with a catch. Bounces off a tackle and will score! Get out of my way. Carson Williams was there. Sadiq makes the catch, and Williams says, I got you. And Sadiq said, get out of my way.
Right where he's supposed to be, Williams was.
Yes.
Right on the spot. It's going to be a no gain, and you're right. Sadiq says, get off me. And then he goes with the speed down the sideline for the touchdown.
That's what we saw from Kenyon Sadiq late last year. Extra point coming up, 13-0. Sappington with a point after try. Wait for the snap. Good. Kick is up, and it is good. 9:16 left here in the first quarter. Oregon, 2 offensive opportunities. They got a great field position last time at the 40-yard line of Montana State, so they took advantage of that quickly. But the Duck offense on a roll. 9:16 left. First quarter, 14-0 Oregon. By the way, another 6 points. That's another all-season long on point, making a donation of $1,000 for each touchdown the Ducks score. Let's go away. Come back here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Autzen, 14-0 Oregon. By the way, Jorgie here, Joey Mack up behind me, John Lundquist not here, Ryan Milano, my spotter, Chris Clayton up above, Ashley Gentry, and Swag joins us on the broadcast.
How about that?
Our statistician, John Lundquist, had to travel to Scotland. Swag said, I'll step in. People say, well, who's Swag? What I want to know is where that nickname comes from.
That might be, I have to jump in. That might be a story that will live in McLean Hall and Hamilton dorm that is being demolished right now to be renovated. So, Matt Scotton, thanks for being here.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you being here. You've helped a ton already. But, John, we still miss you, okay? Kickoff coming. Woods is deep again to receive. He returned last time. This can be a shorter kick. Going to call fair catch at the 7. So it'll come out to the 25, and Jorge, the drive.
Another quick drive for the Ducks. Toyota drive summary, 3 plays, 40 yards. Kenyon Sadiq, the last 20 yards on a catch and run for that touchdown. Sappington's extra point, 9:16 left in the first quarter. Oregon leads 14-0.
Brandon Finney Jr., one of those true freshmen that will play a major role in this Oregon defense. He's out there at a corner. The transfer I'm really excited to watch, Dylan Thieneman from Purdue. 6 interceptions in his 2 years at Purdue. He's in a safety. We'll talk about more guys. Sione Lalea. Corner. Here's a snap and the handoff. Davis going to get nothing. Stacked at the line of scrimmage. The pile will push him for a yard to the 26-yard line and give about 3 or 4 Ducks a tackle on that.
But you mentioned some new names out there, Jerry.
Yeah.
Aaron Flowers at one of the safety positions, Lalea at a corner position. And you're going to see a lot of very talented guys play out there at different positions.
2nd down and 9 for Justin Lamson. Junior transfer from Stanford at quarterback. Trips out to the right. Lone receiver left. And this will be a keep and a run. Gets almost free across the 30. He will get tripped up and fall to 32, just across the 31. And if not for Tatum Tuioti, that's a big game.
Yeah, big play, good play design by Montana State there to put your running quarterback in a position where if he gets out of that tackle, it's going to be a lot bigger play. So Tuioti saved a big play there and brings up 3rd down.
Way out to the left goes Chris Long, the wide receiver. Inside of him is Taco Dowler. Dowler way out to the right. So twins each way for Lamson on 3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, the snap to throw. Looking right, swings it out. It's incomplete. And just pressure did not allow him to follow through and try to get a receiver. Now we got a whistle and maybe a flag.
Illegal formation, offense, 5 in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
So it will be 4th down, and Mateo Uyangalele, who had 10.5 sacks last year, 12.5 tackles for loss, very nearly got another one right there. He was in Lamson's face and forced the bad throw.
Yeah, Lamson's uncomfortable already early in the game, and that's not a good sign for Montana State.
Miles Sandstead did not, well, he punted one time last year. Granted, it was for 65 yards, so it's hard to get an average on it, but he will punt. And Gary Bryant Jr. is deep at the 23. Actually, Froeck is going to punt. Here's the snap, punt away, a low line drive. He's going to push Bryant all the way back to his 15. Sidestep one man, and that's it. A low line drive by Colby Froecker on the far sideline in front of the Oregon bench.
Illegal formation, 5 in the backfield on the kicking team. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. 1st and 10, Oregon.
Too bad you don't have the option to take that penalty and make them repunt it, because that was a really good punt.
Yeah, good directional punt that trapped Gary Bryant on the sideline.
Correction. Oregon is elected to replay 4th down from the previous spot. 5-yard penalty.
Good call, man.
Yeah, that's what I do. Because that punt, that was a low line drive, directional, and you're right, Joe, it didn't give Gary Bryant Jr. any time really to set up. No blockers back there because it was so deep.
It was a great net yardage punt from Montana State that's going to give Oregon a chance maybe at a return here on the 2nd try, but you're right. He pinned Gary Bryant on the sideline, nowhere to go, and no return yardage whatsoever. See if Oregon can take advantage of it here.
So, in to punt again, based on that last one. Colby Froecker has got a leg. Line of scrimmage now back at the 21. Bryant at his own 20. Good snap. Rush comes. Ball was blocked. It was blocked. Picked up and returned to the 9-yard line.
Did McClellan get that again?
Dalen Austin is one of the rushers, actually, who was back there for the attempted block, picked up the block ball and returned it to the 10. Dusty Harrod, did you get a good look at who maybe got a hand on that ball?
I did not, because I walked down to the other end to get a good angle for where the Ducks would start in the punt return. I didn't see who did it, but they're getting at it.
We're going to get a chance to look at the replay. And it was McClellan. Well, no, not McClellan. It was McClellan, all right. McClellan got to it again. His second block here today. Here's first down Oregon at the 10. Dante Moore, left hash. Going to give it to Corey Moore going right. Trying to get the corner, not going to get there. Needed a block on the outside, and he just could not get away from Jace McMillan, who was a corner on that left-hand side defensively.
Nice job by Montana State, stretching that play out and not allowing any type of cutback lane for DeCorey Moore. He wanted to cut that up the field, but there just wasn't a spot there to go, so he tried to use his speed to get outside. Montana State makes a great play there.
Two receivers come out to the left for the Ducks. One of those Moore, and two to the right. One of those Jeremiah McClellan. And in the backfield, then back to throw. Dante Moore, time, fade route to the corner of the end zone, too high. Can't get to Justice Lowe. It was well out of the end zone. He tried to go up for it to Curry. Carr was right on him, so it would have been a tough catch.
Yeah, probably just a little bit late to be thrown to that corner of the end zone. Those plays, usually the ball gets in the air a little bit quicker, allowing the receiver to get some separation. Instead, that ball came out late, and there was little room.
Third down and goal from the 10-yard line. The ball is on the 10, so can't get a first down. It's third down and goal from the 10. Two receivers out to the left. One of those Justice, and hand the ball off. He's going to throw, rolling right. Dante Moore still looking. Now will run and go out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Thought he handed that ball off. If he had them, it would have been a score, because Montana State had to kind of split the middle. There was nobody in the middle. But it was a passing play, and Dante rolls right for 5, and Oregon will bring in the field goal team. And Atticus Sappington, who was 14 of 16 on field goals last year, will kick this one and attempt it from the 13 to a 23-yard attempt. James Ferguson Reynolds at 3 names, not 2 guys. Will hold. He's a new punter addition. Here's a kick up, and the field goal is good inside the left upright. So the Ducks get the field goal, and we'll make that a good kick, good hands at Allstate, contributing to the Ducks Athletic Scholarship Fund for student athletes across all sports. Thank you, Allstate, and thank you, Sappington, for the field goal. Ducks had 3, 6:16 left, still in the first quarter. A 17-0 lead, and we'll take the break, come back to the Sunshine of Dotson here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cleaning up to host a backyard game day party or just powering through your fall projects, you can count on the performance of Steel. From blowers to chainsaws, Steel tools are built to go the distance. With legendary quality and real dealer support, you'll find the right tool and the right team for every job. Steel, proud support.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot. But you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
17-0 Oregon, 6:16 left first quarter. Hey, you know, you can listen to our broadcast live in the stadium with no delay. Yes, we used to do that years ago. We're doing it again. Download the Varsity app, open the Oregon game, and tap Listen in Venue. Brought to you by Learfield and the Sports Bug Network. That's way cool.
That's like the good old days.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
If I could, a plug for goducks.com/in-venue-audio. goducks.com/in-venue-audio. Turns your phone into a transistor radio. As I'm saying this, people are hearing me say it like instantaneously. It's wild. We're testing it out. Reviews welcome.
That's so cool. Oregon set to kick off. We'll get you the drive in a moment. 17-0 Ducks with a lead. Sappington to kick it off. And Woods again deep. Jabez Woods has returned one and fair caught one. Here's a kick. Again, not going to be into the end zone, but a fair catch called for at the 4-yard line. Out to the 25.
Well, Toyota drive summary. Ducks get 3 points, 3 plays, 5 yards. The three plays, 5 yards on the drive, 23-yard field goal by Sappington. But it all came about because of a punt that went downfield. Gary Bryant fielded it, ran out of bounds, got tackled on the sideline. But the illegal formation by Montana State caused them to have to punt the ball again. And Oregon blocks the punt, gets great field position to Montana State 10. But the defense for the Bobcats stiffened up and forced Oregon into a field goal.
Two tight ends in Ryan Schlepp and Hunter Province. Double tight end. Taco out to the right as Chris Long motions that way. Here's the keep by the quarterback, Lawson. Lamson could go nowhere. Tatum Tuioti with a stop. Green will help him out, but it was Tatum Tuioti that made the first contact.
Really played disciplined football on the outside out there. You can't commit yourself to the quarterback because the quarterback will give it off to the back, and there's nobody there. So you got to play both. He played that one perfect and got Lamson.
And Amari Washington will get credit for a tackle, but he turned Lamson in to the right. Here's second down and almost 11. Lost a little bit. Ducks show blitz. Here they come. And hit him. Ball caught. First down out to the 38-yard line. Oregon came hard with a blitz from the outside and got there. Lamson stood in, Jorgie.
Did a really good job. He knew he was going to get hit, but ball goes right underneath. Right where the blitzer came from is where the pass went to. So good job by Lamson keeping a level head.
Taco Dowler with the catch. First down at the 38-yard line. Back to throw again. Quick throw out. Catch made by the tight end. There's Ryan Schlepp. 8 catches last year. Big tight end, 6'4", 240 and 6'5", 250. Tight ends for Montana State. Jerry Mixon, linebacker, on the stop. And the coverage. 4:52 left here, first quarter, 17-0 Oregon. Second down. After a 4-yard pickup, back to throw again. Lamson over the middle. Catch made. Missed tackle will get him a first down. The grab by Taco Dowler. He's very evasive, much like Tez. Kind of reminds you of him a little bit.
And I think Montana State realizes in this pass game of theirs, it's got to be quick throws. You can't sit back there in the pocket and expect to hold up against Oregon's defensive rush. Good protection there. Quick throw to Taco Dowler. First down Montana State into Oregon territory.
49-yard line. First down. Ball almost in the center of that big O. And from the shotgun, Lamson, a whistle, and somebody moved.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, looking at that big O down the middle of the field reminded me that on the big sky crane where they're working on the new construction over by the HDC, great big green flag hanging down now with an O on it. Big flag. That is pretty cool. So 5-yard penalty, first down over again for Lamson, and we'll send 2 receivers out to the right and one along to the left from that shotgun on first down and 15. Motion man going to get the handoff. Down it goes left. Got a roll. Nice run across the 45 to the 42-yard line. That's the quickness.
Good player.
He came in motion to the right from the left, and then when the ball was snapped, he went back to his left and took the handoff.
Essentially becomes a running back in that read play with the quarterback and running back. Wide receiver in motion across, extra blocker out in front of it, but also had a lot of room to roam.
Kingston Lopa with a tackle for Oregon. Second down and 3 from about the 42 of Oregon. Snap, handed off again, and this is going to be a short gain. It's Adam Jones, the tackle, a 6'1", 200-pound redshirt sophomore. 184 carries last year, averaged 6.5 yards a carry. He got a yard there.
Yeah, 1,000-yard rusher for the Bobcats last year. Taco Dowler, the other main wide receiver that they returned. So they're leaning on those two a lot, along with Justin Lamson, who's played a lot of good football. So you put it in your athletes' hands and try to fool Oregon with a little bit of eye candy, and that's what they've done the last couple of plays.
Another true freshman, Naeem Alford, on the tackle on that last play. Here's 3rd and a yard. Out of the pistol look, running back behind, ball kept, and the pile pushing, but I don't think he got to the first down. 4th down and a yard, they go for it.
Yeah, it's no choice here. You don't want to punt it away to Oregon, who's up 17-0 right now with 2:05 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, 4th down and a yard. And they would appear to be going for it. In the backfield. Looks like Julius Davis, a little bit bigger back. From the pistol, Lamson. Snap, turn, hand it off, and he will not get it. Davis gets the handoff, lined up in the pistol. Lamson turns and gives it to him. Amari Washington said, well, stop that right here. He got help, but Amari Washington, the first Duck there, and it's a turnover. Ducks will get the ball back.
Too many big bodies at the point of attack. Amari Washington being one of them, and then the linebackers mopping up. That's exactly what you want to see. They played that one perfect. Blake purchased the last guy on top of the pile.
So the Ducks get it back on downs. Reasonably good field position. Their own 41-yard line, 40.5-yard line. Dante Moore. Dave Luley, an offensive line. Isaiah Worrell. Bedford Rogers. You're going to hear a lot of those names in the O-line this year. 2 receivers come out to the left, one right. Whittington is going to go right. Now here's the throw. Dante over the middle. Got him open. Catch made. Malik Benson was able to go out right, cut across the middle, and the back just kind of gave him too much room.
Yeah, Dante Moore kind of double clutched that. He wanted to go to somebody else, and then all of a sudden he saw Malik Benson coming on the deep end, put the ball right on the money. First down, Oregon.
To the, I think that the 41-yard line of Montana State. 18 yards on the pass play from Moore to the senior transfer from Florida State, Malik Benson. And in the ball game, De'Aaron Hill for Oregon. Ducks have got a deep running back room. It would appear they're going to use him. Here's the keep. Dante Moore up the middle, gets upended as he fakes the handoff. And a little fly sweep going right. Kept it and went up the left hand, almost the middle, and got upended after a very short gain. And they're going to actually give him 5.
Yeah, good decision there to pull that ball back, as it looked like the play was going to be blown up and Hill was going to be tackled. So Moore pulled it back, got positive yards.
Kyler Casper, big 6'6" wide receiver to the left-hand side alone. 2 guys out to the right. 2 backs and Dante Moore. Back, quick throw over to Casper. Has tried to reach on a bad throw. Tough grab. It'll bring up 3rd down. That was just going to be a one guy, me against you. An unscreened screen. Is that what you call that?
Yeah.
Timeout for defensive injury.
Yeah. 16 seconds left in the quarter. And instead of the clock continuing to run, we get out of the quarter. Montana with a man down, and that looks like maybe Neil Daly, a 6'3", 230-pound redshirt junior, a middle linebacker who is down. So the teams will come to the side. Let's go downstairs on our Toyota sideline. Mike, Dusty Herron.
At the beginning of the drive, Jerry, you mentioned that the offensive line featured Isaiah World at left tackle, and we saw Dave Iuli in at left guard. Emmanuel Pregnon, the transfer from USC, had started the game. He went back to the locker room, which slides Dave Iuli in at that left guard. Poncho's still sitting at center, and then Kavika Rogers sliding in at that right guard position for the Ducks. But all eyes are on where number 75 will be as this game progresses, as he went back to the locker room.
Jordan, I really feel like Oregon, and Dusty just kind of highlighted, there has some depth at the offensive line. Not a lot of experience, but they've got guys that can rotate in.
And they're going to need that as the season goes on. You know, right now you're going to see some guys mix in, try to find the right combinations on plays.
2 receivers each way for Dante Moore. Now we'll send Sadiq in motion to the right, trips to the right. And Moore's going to change the play. Got plenty of time, so he can do that. Whittington sets up to his left. Casper still alone out to his left, and now motion goes there. Give the ball up the middle. Whittington will get the first down into the 30-yard line. Kind of picks his way. Didn't just go hard. He looked for some room.
Got nice offensive line push, but you also had spread that Montana State out enough where they couldn't pack the middle. So if you want to go body on body offensive line for Oregon against that defensive line Montana State, that's the setup you want, and Oregon kind of moved them off the line of scrimmage.
Well, we've got a quarter in the book, 17 points in the first quarter for Oregon. The defense pitching a shutout right now, 17-0. Before we go away, Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that will spoil you. From jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Ducks up 17-zip. Quarter 2 coming up on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously. The best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot fast and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Well, Matt Carney getting everybody more in the mood. And if you like Matt Carney, if you didn't know, he's going to be at the Holt Center on September 5th. In a concert. So Matt Carney is coming home. Holt Center, September 5th.
Any word on if you will make a special appearance on stage for your portion of this song, making the pick call?
Oh, no. There's a word, and the word is no. Sirianni, Jordan, Dusty Hare down on the field. A cast of thousands here at Autzen Stadium. Sellout. What a great crowd.
Filled in nicely, didn't it?
It did. Ducks will go the other way from west to east now in the field as we look at those green jerseys, yellow pants. Dante Moore, first down at his own, or at the 30 of the Bobcats. Snap and hand it off. Moore cuts it out to the right and then back and just gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Strung out pretty well that time by Montana State. Dante Moore, 6'3", 206, redshirt sophomore. Credit to him, transferring after his freshman year at UCLA and willing to sit and learn. And he has learned. He is something else. You'll see as the year goes on. 2 receivers out to the left. One of those, Gary Bryant Jr. Dante with Harris to his right. Back to throw. Dante sets, looks, dumps a little short pass over the middle of Malik Benson with a catch. And got hit, popped right away, kind of spun off of him. But he got a good 5, almost 6. Give him 8 yards. Give him 8 yards to the 22. And Benson will go out to the left. Out there with Connor Casper. In fact, trips to the left-hand side. Sadiq alone, the tight end, split wide to the right. Dante on second down and 2. Snap it back to throw again. Left side, catch made, first down. Turning, Gary Bryant inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Nice spin move after the catch.
Yeah, nice. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers on the inside, go up the field. Gary Bryant is the outside guy, comes in underneath him. Really tough pattern to cover because it's so many people in one area, and you got to run with the deep guys and sometimes forget about the short one. That's Gary Bryant. Ball right on the money from Dante Moore.
Well, it showed a nice replay of Jay Harris with a key block, giving Dante time to throw that ball. Here's first down at the 14-yard line. 1 receiver out to the right, everybody else in tight to the right. Dante hands it off to Harris, going left. Try to cut it up. You'll get about 2 to the 12-yard line, and it will be second down and 8. On the stop, along that front offensive or defensive front, Paul Brott, who is 6'3", 300-pound redshirt senior, 47 tackles last year, so a veteran back.
That just sounds like a name of a nose tackle to me.
Paul Brott.
Paul Brott.
Yeah, it does. 2 receivers out to the right. One of those is Benson as it comes in motion, sets up in the slot. And back to throw again. Dante sets up over the middle, throws incomplete. Boy, he tried to thread that down the middle. Sadiq was at about 3-yard line, but he was pretty well bracketed.
Yeah, throwing that ball into a tight space with a lot of defenders around one receiver.
So incomplete.
It went right through his hands. I mean, the ball was on the money.
Well, it was a shot. I mean, he fired that ball. Third down and 8. Again at the 12-yard line. Oregon leading 17-0. Trips to the right. Sadiq alone to the left. As Dante from that shotgun. On third down and long. Empty backfield now as the motion clears it. Back to throw. Good protection. Toward the left side. Benson with a catch. Short of the first down, though, as he goes down hard. Just short of the 5-yard line. It's going to be fourth down at about a yard. And Oregon, I think, is going to go for it. Yeah, Zach Grace, thank you. Dusty Harris says Zach Grace coming to the ball game for Oregon, now another offensive lineman. So, fourth down, and Janoris Wilson in the ball game as well for Oregon on that offensive line. On fourth down and a yard. We got in the backfield. We got Davison, another back for Oregon. Jordan Davison, where's 0? Power run formation. Give it to Davison. Got the first down running right. I call it the inverted wishbone.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Quarterback is the furthest back. He's got a running back, or in this case, like an offensive lineman to each side of him as blockers. One of those was Davison, handed him the ball, and easy first down to the 3, first and goal.
Davison still in the game.
Now there's that formation again. Pistol with 2 blockers to the right. Give it to Davison again, going right. Oh, easy. Strolling in. Jordan Davison, freshman, 6 feet, 236 pounds. His first touchdown as a Duck. What a thrill that must be.
Yeah, you're right, Jerry. First touchdown at Autzen Stadium in front of a crowd like this on a day like this. Couldn't be more perfect for Jordan Davison, and great instincts there too. Sees there's nothing in the middle. Montana State has piled it up thinking they're going to go right between the guard center gap. Instead, he just pops it out and bounces it out to the right where nobody is, and he strolls into the end zone.
Snapping for the extra point, James Ferguson Reynolds, who is one of the 2 punters. The hold, good snap, place up, and that kick is good. Well, another touchdown, and as we've mentioned all season long, On Point will make a donation of $1,000 to the Eugene Education Foundation for each touchdown the Ducks score at Autzen Stadium. On Point. People are the point. 24-0. 11:08 left. We're still second quarter. Lots of football here in the sunshine at Autzen. The home opener, the season opener, 2025. Long, fun season ahead here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At Willamette Valley Cancer Institute, we know fighting cancer takes more than courage. It takes the most advanced care possible. That's why we offer the latest immunotherapies, targeted treatments, precision radiation, robotic surgery, and access to leading-edge clinical trials. We're not just fighting cancer. We're pushing the boundaries of what's possible right here at home. With locations in Eugene, Springfield, Albany, Corvallis, Florence, Newport, and Lincoln City, expert care is within reach. Find out how you can fight like a duck at OregonCancer.com.
From the first whistle to the final play, being an Oregon fan calls for commitment and support. Nature Made vitamins are your winning play. From the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand, Nature Made is made to care for fans on game day and every day. So you can go all in on big wins, tough losses, and still show up for your team every time. Nature Made, the official vitamin and supplement of Oregon football, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Ducks.
Pressure comes, throws, catch made, touchdown!
Bobcats.
Oregon's offense is rolling.
From the Country Financial Broadcast booth alongside Mike Jorgensen, here's the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
Welcome back to Watson Stadium. Oregon has used 6 running backs. No, granted, 5 running backs. One of those is Dante Moore, the quarterback. 5 running backs already.
It's a full room, isn't it?
It is a full room. Nice drive, huh, Oregon?
Yeah, it sure was. Toyota drive summary for the Ducks, who lead 24-0. 11:08 here left in the first half. 12 plays, 59 yards. Jordan Davison, his first touchdown as a Duck, a 2-yard touchdown run. Sappington with the extra point, and as I said, 24-0 Ducks. But keep in mind, back up 12 plays. Defense made a stop. They gave Oregon and the offense great field position, and they took it down the field, scored a touchdown to make it 24-0.
Downstairs to Dusty Hare in a moment after this kickoff. It is John Bez, Woods deep again. The kick going to our right. This one's going to go into the end zone and will come out to the 25. Dusty Hare, our Toyota sideline. Mike, good news maybe on downstairs?
Yeah, Emmanuel Pregnon back on the sidelines here. Has his helmet fully padded up and is walking around like he wants to get back in this football game. But just as the running backs have seen a lot of bodies in the game so far, we've seen a lot of offensive linemen too, and that's a sign of experience from this team and a lot of guys that have played meaningful football that may not be in that starting 5 but get in that rotation. But Emmanuel Pregnon back on the sidelines for the Ducks.
Tion Gray, big 6'6", 336-pound redshirt freshman on that defensive line with Amari Washington. On first down, here's a snap and a handoff, and not much running room at all. Adam Jones, who is the lead rusher returning from last year, a redshirt sophomore. 5'10", 210 pounds, actually 6'1", 200 pounds. Mr. Mixon.
Seen some different combinations of defensive linemen down in there. Tion Gray, as you mentioned, Jerry. Terrence Green, 99. Bear Alexander in there right now.
Oregon adjusting defensively, back to throw. Pressure comes, throw made, catch made, and a short gain of 5. It'll be third down and about 5.
Uwe Ungalale about a quarter of a second from batting that ball out of Lamson's hand just as he throws the ball. I mean, it was just that close, him coming off the edge. But again, Montana State's smart enough to know that you've got to get that ball out quick. You don't want to stand back there and try to take on these guys.
4 receivers, 3 out to the left, 1 to the right for Justin Lamson, Bobcat quarterback. Oregon adjusts defensively quickly. Low snap, but he's got it. And throws incomplete. I don't know if the low snap was part of that bad throw, but Chris Long was the intended receiver. Finney Jr., Brandon Finney, was right there with him, but the throw was behind and low, but a low snap started.
Yeah, it did. It doesn't help when you're back there as a quarterback and you know that clock is going in your mind very quickly to get that ball off quickly, and then you got a bad snap to go with it. It just speeds up that much more. Nasir Wyatt, by the way, number 32, one of the rush guys on the outside on that particular play.
Gary Bryant Jr. deep for Colby Froker's punt. Line of scrimmage the 30. Gary Bryant Jr. at the 30. Froker unleashed a big one early. Got a whistle. Did they not hit the play clock? No, they did not.
5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Delay of game. Get downstairs quickly to Dusty Hera. Dusty.
And right there, that delay of game caused by the Oregon Ducks overload on the punt block team. They've gotten to 2 punts so far. This time they switched up which side that the pressure was going to be coming from, and Montana State had to take too much time to get that protection set.
You see things so well. You ever think about coaching? Here's the punt. Good snap. Punt away, almost blocked again. And a return on. Gary Bryant going to go left up the middle. Now 50. Ball popped loose and out of bounds. It'll be Oregon's ball. But ball security will be discussed with Gary Bryant Jr. when it gets to the sideline. I don't know if anybody hit it or when he went down it just came out. But it bounced straight out of bounds. And Oregon will have great field position again, and we're going to get another timeout. So 9:44.
There's no foul for illegal batting as the ball was batted sideways, and that's rolling.
Now, Montana State tried to bat that ball, but was going sideways anyway, so no foul. 9:44 left here in the first half. 24-0 Oregon. Duck football brought to you by Hoodoo Ski Area, your locally owned and operated destination for winter fun and a proud supporter of Oregon athletics. Let's go away and come back. Ducks on top, 24-0 over Montana State here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Ah, there's nothing like the warmth of a campfire. But when it's left unattended, a campfire can destroy your favorite outdoor destinations. Don't let this happen to you. Make sure you have water and a shovel close to the campfire. Put the campfire completely out before calling it a night and before leaving the campsite. Drown the fire with water, stir the coals, and drown it again until it is cool to the touch. Score one for Oregon by keeping our forests green and beautiful. Learn more about campfire safety at keeporegongreen.org.
Ducks fans, with McDelivery from McDonald's, the only thing you'll be walking to is Hudson Stadium. Whether you're fueling up before the tailgate or coming home after the W, your favorites are just a tap away. Because it's always a good day for golden fries, crispy chicken sandwiches, and hearty breakfasts delivered right to your door. That's McDelivery from McDonald's, the official breakfast of Oregon athletics. At participating McDonald's, must opt into rewards. Delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery other fees may apply. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back to Duck football here at Autzen Stadium on a perfect afternoon, a stripe-out game as each section is wearing the either green or yellow, and they've done a tremendous job of doing that. Today's football game brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Center, doing the right thing since 1952. You heard Dusty, and you hear him throughout last season and this season, describing so much of the inside of the game from the sideline. I jokingly said, wow, you could be a coach. The reality is, Jorgie, he was a coach, but the team he was coaching never won a game with his coach, so he's not coaching this year. So I wondered why he wasn't coaching, and that's, we can't even, I wish we could tell you where he was coached, but he actually, Dusty, you coached for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I mean, it's something that my dad was a coach, and I love being out there helping high school kids get better, and I just love football so much. I can't spend enough time out on the field.
Well, I can tell you what, Dusty, a very successful coach, taking this year off. Empty backfield for Oregon on first down at the 48 after the ball fumbled out of bounds. Rolling right, Dante downfield, very short pass, caught, and Justice Lowe's going to get it first down on an 11-yard catch and then run to the 41-yard line, and Dante just strung it out.
Yeah, one thing Montana State is doing is they're not going to give up any big play. They're wanting to keep everything in front of them, rally to make the tackle. There were 2 Oregon receivers that had run deep. There were 4, almost 5 defenders 50 yards down the field. So you can tell Montana State's like, if we're not giving anything big, you're going to have to dump it.
Here's first down at the 40-yard line. Right hash, snap, handed off to Winnington. Picks his way for a couple. He'll get it to the 42, and that's all. Good job that time on the defensive left side of the defense for Montana State. You got, again, Paul Brott, Alec Eckert getting up off the bottom. 8:50 remaining, second quarter. 24-0 Oregon. Ducks with the ball going left to right or west to east here as we look at Autzen Stadium. 2 receivers to go each way for Dante Moore. Whittington behind him, and now A couple of tight ends come back to the formation, so one out, wide out left and right. Dante's going to go back, play action to throw again. Goes to the right side. Catch is made by Moore, and he's going to spun down.
Short of the first down.
Moore made the catch at the first down marker and then kind of got spun backwards. Boy, just a half yard more.
Well, it was tough to tell if he got spun backwards or if he was trying to run back towards the line of scrimmage to get away, and I think that's what he did.
Trips right, hand the ball off to Whittington. Easy first down drive right up the middle for 3. To the 27-yard line, and Oregon will get a new set of downs with 7:57 left here in the first half. 24-0 Oregon.
What I love about Whittington is he runs so hard. You run for 3 or 4, you're going to pop it to 40. If you always try to bounce it outside and run for 40, you're going to end up with 1 or 2. And so the way that he runs with physicality and full speed ahead, one of these times he's going to pop right through that hole, be into the secondary and gone.
Justice Lowe goes out to the left by himself. Moore to the right. Sadiq in motion, gets the ball, going left. The handoff, jumps over a player and gets about 3 yards. Gosh, where have we seen that before? Takari Carr said, I got you. And Sadiq jumped over and said, as he went by, no, you don't. Oh, my. He is so athletic. I mean, when you watch the replay on that, he got up in the air.
Look at that. Holy cow. There's going to be a picture of that.
Oh, it's got to be. Second down and 6, a 4-yard pickup from the 24-yard line. Dante Moore with a snap, and Whittington's going to go left, try to cut it up, and they stretched it out, did a good job. Back to the line of scrimmage. If that, it's going to be 3rd down at about 6. Dusty Hare downstairs again with the Toyota mic.
Carr had something to say to Kenyon Sadiq after the hurdle, as maybe you didn't get the best of me when you jumped right over me. And right there, Kenyon Sadiq answered with the shoulder pads as he went out, kicked out the corner on that one and drove him all the way to the boundary. Kenyon Sadiq can do it all.
Here's 3rd down and long. Ducks said looked like, was that Harris that ran out? I thought he was running out of bounds. If he's going to set up 2 wide to the left, 3 to the right, trips right. Here's Dante, throw high. It's going to be close. He gets by the tackle, gets the first down, tries to hurdle and does hurdle a player. He got one out of the way by jumping over. And I think that was Bryant Meredith, linebacker. And then somebody got him in the air, took him out of bounds, but a very athletic play.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Cole Taylor, number 34, came over and finished it off. But, boy, I'll tell you, the quickness of Decorium Moore coming back, making the guy miss and getting up the field is what created that play.
1st down and goal from the 10. From the 10, right hash. Jaden Lamar beside Dante Moore. And they hand off. Lamar up the middle, gets it inside to the 6. And we'll go down. Give him the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7 right hash mark. And in the ball game for Oregon now, Matthew Bedford, a 6'6", 305-pound redshirt senior. Banged up last year, didn't get to play. Was anxious to see him this year. Oregon's developing depth on that offensive line. I just like the numbers they have. 2 receivers out to the left. Corey Moore, one of those. 1 receiver to the right. That's Justice Lowe. Dante waits for the snap on 2nd and goal. Turn and hand it to Whittington, and he will stumble to the 1-yard line. He got tripped at the 3, just tripped, and he just couldn't keep the balance. Got it to the 1. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
So close. Nice hole on that left side. Nice kick-out block by Kenyon Sadiq. Just couldn't get in the end zone.
And give it to him again. He'll get it in this time. No doubt about that. Noah Whittington, 6 touchdowns last year.
He just runs so hard.
I just thought coming into this season it was going to be a year that he could hang his hat on and say, this is mine. I just like everything about him this year. Watched him through fall camp. I hope he has the kind of year. 30 zip. And that is not Sappington. It's Gage Hurrick who's in the ballgame for Oregon now with the right foot to try the point after. Snap good, placed good, and the kick is up, and it is good. 4:34 left, first half. 31-0. You're going to hear a whole lot of new names coming up later in this ball game. And right now, we're already hearing a lot of guys are being a part of this 31-0 lead. That touchdown, by the way, another donation, $1,000 to the Eugene Education Foundation for the touchdown. Each one the Ducks score here at Autzen Stadium from On Point, where people are the point. 31-0 Oregon. Back after this with the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
4:34 left here in the first half. Oregon with a lead. Jorgie, another impressive drive.
Yeah, another impressive drive, no doubt, Jerry. Toyota drive summary for the Ducks. 9 plays, 52 yards. Noah Whittington, a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Herrick extra point. Oregon now leads Montana State 31-0. 4:34 left here in the first half. That drive summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.
And Duck Football brought to you by Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose Chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Celebrate responsibly.
Oregon very patient on that drive. 5 minutes and 10 seconds on the drive, and 5 for 7 on third down conversions, too, so that always helps.
Gage Herrick will boot it away, approaches the ball. This ball goes high, and we'll get to the end zone and out of the back, and it'll be out to the 25-yard line. I really feel after fall camp, Jorgie, confidence in Oregon's punting and kicking game this year. I just feel like they really have the right guys in place.
Yeah, I think competition drives that.
Yes.
And so now you've got quality kickers, not just one, but kickers, plural, and the same way with the punting position. And Oregon has yet to have to punt the ball today, so we've not been able to see it, but we've seen the competition in practice all fall long, all preseason long, and they're going to be in really good shape this year.
Shotgun. And Julius Davis to the right of Justin Lamson. 2 receivers out to his left. Now empty backfield. Lamson will throw. Looks middle. Goes over the middle. It's caught. Uncovered. Down the right side and out of bounds in front of the Oregon bench. Across the 40-yard line. Taco Dowler got lost. Somebody didn't get the assignment.
Lamson had a lot of time to throw the ball there, too. Offensive line for Montana State did a great job of protection so that those crossing patterns could develop, and he got up to Dowler for a first down.
Dowler alone out to the left. Now inside of him is Long from that shotgun on first down at their own 41. And they keep. Nope, he handed it off across the 48 to the 50-yard line. That's a 9-yard pickup. Little read, and he put that ball in the gut and then left it there. I thought he pulled it out and kept it. Well played by Justin Lamson. And Davis, pickup of 9. Second down and short. Oregon shuttling players in and out. Here goes big number 99, Terrence Green. So, very short. It's a quick throw out. Catch made. Dowler is going to get the first down as he goes across the 48 to the 47-yard line. Taco Dowler, he's 5'9", 170, redshirt junior, 38 catches last year, 11 touchdowns. He yanked off a 72-yarder last year, so he's got good speed.
It's a good player.
He goes wide to the right again, along with Chris Long. One receiver comes left. That's Ryan King. And first down at the Oregon 48-yard line. 47-yard line. And whistles, a little movement. It's going to be against Montana State.
Ball starts, offense number 89. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Boy, and you do not, if you're Montana State, trying to get something going here, a promising drive, you don't want to have to play from behind the chains. And all of a sudden, instead of a 1st and 10 and maybe a gain, it puts you in second and middle distance, you're 1st and 15. And the way Oregon's defense is playing here today, it's awful tough to gain 15 yards in 3 plays.
2:45 left first half, 31-0 Oregon. 2 receivers, now 3 out to the left, 1 to the right. Lampson with a snap from the shotgun. And a quick throw over the middle. It's caught. That's a well-designed play to the tight end, Rocky Lencioni. Lencioni is 6'3", 245. He's a redshirt freshman. Lined up outside of the left a little bit. Just a little slant down the middle.
Quick passing game underneath the deep guys, but get it out of the quarterback's hands before Oregon's defensive line can get there.
Very quickly. Lampson again ready, snapping back to throw again. Has some time, throws it all. What a catch by Dowler. One hand and lost the ball, but it'll go out of bounds. It's a catch and then a fumble. They'll put it out at the 34-yard line, but what a catch by Taco Dowler. A one-handed grab. Kennedy finally wrapped him up. That's another big play.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, wow, that quick. We are almost at the end of the first half. 2-minute timeout here at Autzen. 31-0. Oregon with a lead, but Montana State would maybe be the best drive of the ball game offensively so far when we come back to Autzen. A beautiful day here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Ducks fans, with McDelivery from McDonald's, the only thing you'll be walking to is Autzen Stadium. Whether you're fueling up before the tailgate or coming home after the W, your favorites are just a tap away. Because it's always a good day for golden fries, crispy chicken sandwiches, and hearty breakfasts delivered right to your door. That's McDelivery from McDonald's, the official breakfast of Oregon Athletics. At participating McDonald's, must opt into rewards. Delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery other fees may apply. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back to Autzen. 31-0. Oregon with a lead. Just looking at some numbers. Dante Moore, 9 of 12 passing, 97 yards and a touchdown. Justin Lampson, 9 of 12 passing, 71 yards. Receiving, though, Taco Dowler. We knew coming in he was going to be dangerous. He has 7 catches already. So he's the guy that Justin Lampson is looking for almost every time. 31-0 Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon's decided in certain spots in here to play man-to-man with the crossing guys underneath. And, you know, it's one of those ones where you get guys who have the art of doing that. And Dusty and I were talking about it during the timeout. When they know what they're doing, receivers crossing closely together, it's really tough in a man-to-man situation to cover that.
35-yard line. First down for Justin Lampson.
The Montana State's offensive line, I think, doing a really nice job of protecting Lampson.
Yeah, he's getting more time than he did early in the game. 2 receivers each way for him on first down. And the snap. And a quick throw again. And throws this one outside and then out of bounds. Trying to get it to his wide receiver, Jabez Woods. And that ball was just too far away from him. He was pretty well covered, too. Had he made that catch, he was going down right away. It was right on him.
Yeah.
Was Aaron Flowers.
And Lampson misses to the outside, as you should as a quarterback, because Flowers was coming right underneath the pattern and was going to be in position there to pick that off as that ball was thrown inside.
Second down and 10, duck 35-yard line for Montana State. Trying to take it in, under 2 minutes to go. Here's Lampson. Quick throw again, and the same type of throw to the right and high and outside. Trying to get it this time to Ryan King, one of his wideouts. So third down and 10 now. And the Ducks trying to bow their necks. And this is one of those situations where you wonder if Lamson may be trying to get too much to get into field goal range or a first down. See what they do.
Bunch formation with Taco Dowler, one of the receivers.
Quick throw over. Dowler on the grab, kind of a little sprain. He'll get it almost to the down marker, about the 25. They'll push him out at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down and a yard.
No way that play should work for that much yardage. Oregon was in really good position. Now, I can tell you, Thieneman's getting held like a big dog on the outside.
Yeah.
He was in position to make that play, but he couldn't get off of the grab.
Nope, 4th and 1. Lamson. Jones behind him, now to his left. 4th and 1. Lamson, snap. Keeps, goes left, and he'll get the first down across the 24 to the 23-yard line. Stuck that ball into Jones's gut and then pulled it out. That's a read, and he made the right read that time.
Boy, I got to tell you, on that previous play, I mean, I don't know how you missed the holding penalty.
1:34, clock moving here near the end of the first half. Lamson snap, back to throw. Slips, tackled. There's the first sack for Mateo Uiagalelei. 10.5 last year.
Timeout, Oregon.
He's got one
First
now.
charge of the half.
And Lamson, seeing him coming, tried to get away from him and slipped. Yeah, if I saw number 10 coming at me, I'd probably slip down on purpose.
I might just go down.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ducks call a timeout. It said timeout Oregon. Yeah, now they're going to take it. It looked like...
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1:17. 1:17.
One of the Bobcat players had an equipment issue on the side, but that's secondary to Oregon calling the timeout with 1:17 remaining. So the Ducks do use a timeout, 31-0. Dusty Hera, impressive first half in a lot of ways for Oregon. There's not much that they have not done right in this opener.
Absolutely. They have come out with purpose, and that was one of the things that I think a lot of fans and within the football building, when you heard Dan Lanning talk about after the first game against Idaho last season, it was come out with more energy, more purpose, and be crisp. And we've seen all of those things happen here in the first half against Montana State. Tackling has not been an issue for the Ducks. The crossing routes of Taco Dowler, where it is an art to have a guy that can weave in between the linebackers and then climb to the next level like he does. But if you're asking for a great half of football, you got it from the Ducks.
Here's 2nd and 15. Empty backfield for Lamson. 3 receivers out to the right, a tight end. 1 left, back to throw. Pressured, runs, gets away, now stumbles down at the 25-yard line. It will not be a sack because he got positive yardage, but Betcher got him for a very short gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Oregon calls another timeout with 1:12 remaining. How about that, guys? 31-0 lead, and you want the ball back.
Work on your 2-minute offense, I guess.
Indeed. Let's go downstairs and get our Toyota sideline mic, Dusty Hera.
Yeah, right there, Jorgie said it. I mean, how many opportunities are you going to get to rep in real time in a game situation against guys in a different color jersey, that 2-minute drill? And when you're up by 31 points here in the first half, that's the time where you want to see how the offense operates in that 2-minute drill. When the pressure's there, quick throws, and getting Dante Moore to run that no huddle.
31-0 Oregon. Duck football sponsored by OCCU. Duck fans get more for the things they care about with remarkable checking and the Duck debit card. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit. Ducks shuttling some defensive players in and out. Into the ball game. In comes Dalen Austin. Twins each way for Lamson and the Bobcats. On 3rd and 12. Snapping back to throw. Quick throw. Catch incomplete. What a hit. Austin, who just came into the ball game, was on the outside watching a receiver come in front of him who elevated in the air to make the grab, and as the ball got there, Austin got there.
Yeah, Taco Dowler would have been short of a first down, but they're just trying to get some of that yardage back, and Austin gave him no chance by being able to cut underneath and make that play.
So from the 32-yard line, it will be a 42-yard try from Miles Sandstead. Kick on the way up, and they got it through. So the goose egg off the board for Montana State. Make you feel a little bit good about yourself going in because you mounted a drive late in the first half, and you're going to get the ball to start the second half. So 31-3, Oregon with the lead now. The Ducks get the ball on the kickoff coming up. Duck fans, that's the best part of being at a Duck game. Live, seeing it. The entire stadium completely decked out in yellow, and this week yellow and green. So let your true colors show and score tickets today. You get them at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of your Oregon Ducks. Scoring drive got you 3, Jorgie, as Montana State able to come up with some big passing plays.
Yeah, I made some key plays on that drive. Total drive summary from Montana State. 13 plays, 50 yards, a 42-yard field goal is how they get their 3 points. 3:31 taken off the clock. But, again, just that making some plays and some third down conversions and overcoming a penalty, and they're able to get on the board. 31-3 Oregon, 1:03 left here in the first half.
Hill and Lamar, and it'll be Hill who receives the kickoff at the 10, returns to the 20. Goes upfield across the 25, 30, 33, and maybe to the 34-yard line. That's a pretty good return for Mr. Hill. A lot of Ducks getting an opportunity to play in the opener here at Autzen Stadium. And now we're going to see what we talked about a moment ago on a 23-yard return, by the way, by Hill. That 2-minute offense for Oregon. 56 seconds remaining.
Well, you know Montana State's going to do everything they can to keep everything in front of them. Deep safety, not going to take any chances here.
Makai Hughes, wide receiver one way, Benson the other way, so 2 receivers each way. And Dante, play action to throw. Steps back, way out to the left, catch made. And McClellan goes out of bounds at the 45 of Oregon, a pickup 12. And a Duck first down, and it'll stop the clock, but we got a flag down back at the 25-yard line. And Oregon walking backwards.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 11. That 15-yard penalty is added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
So McClellan trying to get free must have popped somebody in the face?
Defense.
Oh, defensive. Okay, I beg your pardon. I should say, how did he get caught for that? He's running a pattern.
But look where the 15 takes place, from the end of the run.
End of the run.
So it's those bonus yards at the end of the run that get you a lot of yardage on that play.
Penalty all the way to the 39 of Montana State. 39-yard line of the Bobcats with still 50 seconds remaining. Dante. Snap to throw again. Quick out throw this time. And Cooper Perry, who's had a very good spring with a grab and a quick 6-yard pickup at the 33. The clock continues to move with 38 seconds remaining. Dante Moore has him ready, trips out to the left, one to the right. 4-receiver pattern, back to throw again. Tom throws a quick out, catch made, and then out of side goes Benson. Malik Benson, nice sideline work to stop the clock. First down to the 25.
Yeah, if there's anything Cooper Perry did on the previous plays, he tried to cut it back inside instead of knowing where you are and what the time is on the clock to get to the sideline.
Duck string receivers, 3 out to the left. Benson alone to the right. With 26 seconds remaining. Still a timeout left for Oregon. On first down at the 25 of Montana. Empty the backfield now, back to throw. Take the screen, wide open, downfield. Sadiq can't handle a pass. I think that's one he'd love to have back to. A little high, maybe a little behind him, but that's a catch.
Sideline warning, Oregon. That's their first of the game. There's no yardage penalty assessed.
Yeah, you hear the call. Yeah, he just didn't squeeze that ball as it came up high.
Good read by Dante Moore. Puts the ball where it needs to be, and that's a couple of balls in Kenyon Sadiq's hands today that have gone right through his hands, and that doesn't happen very often.
3 receivers out to the left again. Sadiq, one of those. And Benson all alone to the short right side of the field. 20 seconds remaining on second down. Back to throw. Dante goes in, and that's going to be a hold. Benson's held big time. That's got to be a little bit of a frustration hold. Carson Williams, if he doesn't hold, it's a touchdown. But he grabbed a hold of Benson and kind of spun him around at about the 5-yard line. A couple of flags came out.
But he threw his hands up in the air.
Defense, number 4. Spotted the foul. Automatic first down.
I mean, it was obvious, but he still threw his hands up in the air when it was all done. Like, what did I do?
I didn't
Well,
hold.
you tackled him, almost.
Yeah, it's a tough play. But definitely a hold. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. 14 seconds remaining. Sadiq motions back to the formation, sets up 2 receivers out to the left. And Dante back to throw. Protection. Rolls right, throws it out of bounds. Maybe trying to get it to McClellan, but it was high and to the side. He was just trying to get rid of that ball, but only 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, what I like about that right there, and I was going to say it while he was lining up for the snap, Jerry, is don't force it if it's not there. This is dress rehearsal for the lot of games that are coming in front of you. Not only next week, but the weeks after. This is where you need to, as a quarterback, if it's not there, you throw it away and take the points. If it's there, you give it a try.
Benson goes out to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Makai Hughes in the backfield with 8 seconds left on 3rd down. Snapping back to throw. Over the middle, end zone. Got him! Touchdown! Malik Benson. Woo! With 3 seconds left in the half.
Was that a dart or what? Right on the money. Zipped right to Malik Benson in the back of the end zone.
Dusty Hare at Toyota sideline. Mike, there's your 2-minute practice.
That was pretty flawless. 2 penalties on that drive by the defense, but again, that's what pressure does. When you're putting the tempo on a team, when you have athletes on the outside like the Ducks do, and big offensive linemen that have just been stonewalling this pass rush, the flags are going to start flying, but that was great execution by Oregon.
Extra point kick is on the way up and good. Sappington nails it. I was watching Seth Johnson, who was defending on the play. Benson went down and then cut right inside of him. And Dante Moore is impressive. Knew where he was going to be and threw that ball before Benson got there.
On time. There you go, Jerry. It's all about timing on those type of plays. You have a little window you've got to throw it into. And on time, and that's exactly what Dante Moore did. And frankly, with his arm, he can be a little off time and get away with it. But when you're on time, it's almost indefensible.
By the way, another $1,000 all season long on point. He's going to make that donation of $1,000 to Eugene Education Foundation for each touchdown. That's another one on point. People are the point.
Toyota drive summary for Oregon with 3 seconds left here in the first half. 38-3 they lead. 6 plays, 67 yards. Benson the last 25 yards on that touchdown catch from Dante Moore and the extra point. As I said, Oregon 38-3. 3 seconds left here in the first half. That drive summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.
It will be probably, well, I'm trying to guess whether they take it and run it out or take the fair catch. 3 seconds remaining. It'll be a boot not deep enough. It will be taken in the end zone and returned from the 5 to the 10. Woods goes outside, try to cut it up. Got some room, 25, and he'll go down there as time runs out here in the first half. 38-3. Impressive, to say the least, for Oregon. This is not a terrible Montana State team. That's how good Oregon is looking right now. We'll go downstairs with our Toyota halftime interview, brought to you by Toyota. Dusty Hare will grab the coach, and he'll get a chance after TV talks with him to find out how he felt his team played in this first half. Used a lot of bodies, too. That's what you really like to see. 38-3. Oregon with the lead. Georgie, coach, taking a while to get down to TV. Impressive first half.
Yeah,
impressive first half.
That's exactly what you wanted to start like. Offensively, defensively, everything you did here in the first half was the way you wanted it to play out, because not that we need to rewind a year by any means, but that wasn't the way the Oregon-Idaho game went last year. It was a struggle to get to halftime. Idaho was in it. Instead, Oregon's fast start in this game being able to get points on the board in this game and then get their defense to be able to tee off. Special teams was important too.
Dusty Hera.
Coach, all three phases executing in that first half. How do you feel about all three phases of the game?
I'm excited to figure out what we can fix, right? I think our guys are doing a good job. They're playing with great effort so far, but there's definitely some things that we can clean up.
Defense coming out, really playing crisp. You emphasized tackling and wanted to see good tackling. How do you evaluate that in the first half?
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of yards after contact. I think we've tackled well. Got to do a little bit better job on the mesh routes right now, but beyond that, I think our guys are playing well.
Big Ten Media Days, you said this team had speed. We're seeing it. Good luck in that second half.
Appreciate it.
Dusty Hera to a halftime interview with head coach Dan Lanning. 38-3.
Nice start.
Yeah, I mean, going back to last year against an opponent somewhat like Montana State, Oregon struggled. Didn't really execute, wasn't into a rhythm. Followed up with a good Boise State team and struggled in that bowl game. So we were wondering after 2 weeks, I know it's a long season, Jorge, but after seeing this team and how well they've meshed and come together with the new pieces and the old pieces, pretty impressive.
Yeah, and it may be a different approach leading up to this particular game than last year. Who knows? But I think they're starting to put the pieces together, figuring out things. And what I love, again, with the finish of that half, is the patience in that 2-minute offense and not forcing anything. And then there's that one last play, ball on the money, catch, touchdown. That's the way you do a 2-minute drive. That's the way you finish the first half.
All right, 38-3 Oregon with a lead at the half here at Autzen. Hazy sunshine, a beautiful day. As we go to halftime, lots of scores and highlights. Some big games today. Ashley Gentry's got you for halftime. Joy will grab her at the end of the half, and we'll come back with half number 2 with the Ducks way up on top here in the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woo-hoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
Palms facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
About the mental work.
Together we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Valley River Inn is a proud partner of Oregon Athletics and your go-to game day stay. Just minutes from Autzen and right on the Willamette River. Enjoy 250 newly renovated rooms, a fitness center, bike rentals, outdoor pool, and riverside dining at Sweetwater's on the river. Whether you're in town for kickoff or need a local escape, catch the game, then catch your breath with us. Fans score 15% off with code HOMETEAM. Visit valleyriverinn.com and make your stay a win.
Welcome to Evan Williams Bourbon Nation, home of Game Day Spirit, where the rivalries run deep and the bourbon runs deeper. As Game Day's #1 pour, Evan Williams is your go-to for every toast, tailgate, and touchdown this season. Whether you're sipping it neat on the rocks or mixing it up with your favorite cocktail, Evan Williams Bourbon is with you from every play to every pour. Find your bottle at evanwilliams.com and let's make every game count. Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43 to 45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woo-hoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
The first half is in the books. Time now for college football's most refreshing halftime show. Presented by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. A first half recap. Scores from the Big Ten and the rest of college football are all ahead on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
And back in the booth here in Autzen Stadium, going into the Coors Light halftime. And remember in 2024, starting out with a nationally elite FCS team in Idaho, it was a little bit dicey, right? Not here in 2025. It has been comfortably Ducks so far, and let's run through the highlights. A lot of highlights to get to, which is always a good thing, right? It started with the opening drive for Oregon, going to the ground, winning in the trenches, and getting a big run on the first drive from Noah Whittington.
Dante Moore from his own 26-yard line. On first down, turn, hand it off. Whittington up the middle, cut it outside. Got room in a block, 40. Little bit of speed to the corner. 45 and kicked out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Montana.
And Oregon kept going to the ground. They did have one completion on the opening drive, but they stuck to running the ball, and man, did it work. Jaden Lamar running in for a touchdown.
Lamar in the backfield, and he will get the handoff, cuts it out, try to get an edge, gonna have to run hard, does. 10, first down, touchdown. Touchdown Ducks. Decorian Moore with a great block.
Touchdown Ducks, the first of many times we'll hear that here this season. 6-play, 74-yard drive, 7-0 Ducks early. Montana State gets the ball for the first time. It's 3rd and 3 after an offside against Oregon. Amari Washington makes a play in the backfield.
Running back off to the left of Lamson. 2 receivers out to the left, handed off and stuffed. Amari Washington, 6'3", 330 pounds, looked like a sprinter coming off the line.
I am so excited to see him play this year.
Big time, and it forced a Montana State punt. A little foreshadowing here. This first punt tipped by Jeremiah McClellan. Not a full block, but a tip and just a 15-yard punt. So the Ducks get the ball in great field position, actually in Bobcats territory. This time they go to the air to find the end zone.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Snap. And a quick throw out. This is going to be Sadiq with a catch. Bounces off a tackle and will score! Get out of my way. Carson Williams was there. Sadiq makes the catch, and Williams says, I got you. And Sadiq said, get out of my way.
Right where he's supposed to be, Williams was.
Yes.
Right on the spot. It's going to be a no gain, and you're right. Sadiq says, get off me.
Oregon goes up 14-0 on the 20-yard touchdown to Sadiq. And then the defense forcing a 3-and-out. Jeremiah McClellan making a play in special teams.
Bryant at his own 20. Good snap. Rush comes. Ball was blocked. It was blocked. Picked up and returned to the 9-yard line.
Rejected by McClellan and Peyton Woodward in the area as well, but give it to McClellan on the block. The Ducks get the ball at the MSU 10. End up with just a field goal to go up 17-0. Midway through the first quarter, 17-0 Oregon. Montana State gets the ball back after the field goal, actually puts on a pretty nice drive. They get to a 4th and 1, though, when the Oregon defense stood tall again.
From the pistol, Lamson. Snap, turn, hand it off, and he will not get it. Davis gets the handoff, lined up in the pistol. Lamson turns and gives it to him. Amari Washington said, well, stop that right here. He got help. But Amari Washington, the first Duck there, and it's a turnover. Ducks will get the ball back.
Blake Purchase came through, laid the lumber as well. Oregon gets the ball back, marched down 12 plays, 59 yards for a touchdown on this play.
Pistol with 2 blockers to the right. Give it to Davison again, going right. Oh, easy. Strolling in. Jordan Davison, freshman, 6 feet, 236 pounds. His first touchdown as a Duck. What a thrill that must be.
Yeah, you're right, Jerry.
Oregon rolling heading into the second quarter with a 24-0 lead. They nearly block a Montana State punt, forcing another 3-and-out. Ducks get the ball back at basically midfield, march it down, another 1-yard touchdown run from Whittington.
Nice hole on that left side. Nice kick-out block by Kenyon Sadiq. Just couldn't get in the end zone.
And give it to him again. He'll get it in this time. No doubt about that. Noah Whittington, 6 touchdowns last year.
He just runs so hard.
I just thought coming into this season it was going to be a year that he could hang his hat on and say, this is mine.
Back to some defense for Oregon. Montana State gets the ball from their own 25, down 31-0, but they march it to nearly the red zone before Mateo Uiagalelei makes a play for the Ducks.
1:34, clock moving here near the end of the first half. Lamson snap, back to throw. Slips, tackled. There's the first sack for Mateo Uyangalele.
31-3 Oregon as Montana State has to settle for a field goal after that sack. So Mateo U with the sack to make Montana State settle for a field goal. And then Oregon got the ball back with a minute to go, marched it down the field, got into the end zone again.
Makai Hughes in the backfield with 8 seconds left on third down, snapping back to throw. Over the middle, end zone, got him! Touchdown, Malik Benson, with 3 seconds left in the half.
Was that a dart or what? Right on the money. Zipped right to Malik Benson in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, Dante Moore exhibiting that arm strength on the completion to Benson to put Oregon up 38-3 over Montana State with 3 seconds left in the half. And that's our score at halftime. Chris Clayton here with you in the booth on the Coors Light halftime. When we come back, we'll go to Ryan Milano. He's got the scoreboard update for us on what's been a busy day around the country. College football is back. He's got the scoop next on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
988 is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year emotional support and crisis line. We all go through really hard times. Each day can present new challenges, and 988 is here to support people through those challenges. We're here to sit with you and provide the compassion that every one of us deserves.
Call or text 988 anytime and talk to someone who's trained to help.
Ducks.
Running right, gets a block inside, 2-1.
Bobcats.
Touchdown, Ducks.
This is Oregon football from Learfield.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand, when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Time for another check of scores from around the Big Ten and the rest of college football. Brought to you by Safeway, official grocery partner and tailgate headquarters of the Oregon Ducks.
Looking around scores for the rest of the country, the Big Ten had 4 games that went final earlier. Tulane defeated Northwestern, the only team to take down a Big Ten school 23-3 earlier today. Purdue rolled to a 31-0 victory over Ball State. Maryland, a 39-7 win over FAU. And the big one, number 3 Ohio State defeated number 1 Texas 14-7 in Columbus. Right now, Penn State drubbing Nevada 36-3. And Indiana, after falling behind 7-0 early to Old Dominion, has found its stride. Fernando Mendoza under center has led Indiana, the 20th-ranked Hoosiers, to a 27-14 advantage over Old Dominion. Around the top 25, Marshall playing against 5th-ranked Georgia, and it's the Bulldogs up 31-0. 22nd-ranked Iowa State already has a ranked win after getting a Week 0 ranked victory, and they're taking it to South Dakota, 34-7. And upset is brewing between Florida State and Alabama. The 8th-ranked Crimson Tide currently trails 17-7 against Florida State as the Seminoles are looking for a bounce-back season. 24th ranked Tennessee secured the 45-26 win over Syracuse earlier. Those are all the games inside the top 25 today. That's your Safeway scoreboard update, brought to you by Safeway, the official grocery partner of the Oregon Ducks. Just a few more minutes left in halftime. Second half right around the corner when we return on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
College football's most refreshing halftime show has been brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. This is Duck Football from Learfield.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers. So welcome fall with savings on jeans, tees, candles, and comfy bedding. And earn Kohl's cash all weekend. Trust me, your future cozy self will thank you. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer in September 1st. See store or Kohls.com for details.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Tom Rhoda, a recent retiree. Tom has become a community hero through his care for a feral cat colony in Eugene. In the neighborhood, he feeds, traps, and fixes them at his own expense. And at the surgery center, he assists with spay and neuter procedures, handles laundry, and prepares recovery cones, helping whatever way he can to improve the lives of abandoned pets and making a lasting impact on both animals and the community. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Tom Rhoda.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oregon. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Oregon and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Oregon.
Back at Autzen Stadium in the Country Financial broadcast booth, my thanks to Chris Clayton for highlight recap and Ashley Gentry covering us back in the OSN studios. Ryan Milano with a heck of a Safeway scoreboard update. More scores coming up throughout the second half and on the postgame show. In the meantime, a solid start for the Ducks. 38-3, the halftime lead here on the Coors Light halftime show. Looking at your halftime stats. 268 total yards for the Ducks, 135 through the air and 133 on the ground. You talk about balanced offense. Oregon with only one penalty for 5 yards. Ducks have 19 first downs. They're 5 of 7 on third down, 1 of 1 on fourth down. Meanwhile, for Montana State, 107 total yards, 79 passing, 28 rushing, 6 penalties for 49 yards for the Bobcats. 6 first down gained. They are 0 of 6 on third down and 1 of 2 on fourth down. Ducks are averaging 6.7 yards per play. Montana State 3.7. Dante Morris 13 for 18 as a quarterback. Couple of touchdowns, no interceptions, 72%. That is a good number, especially with a couple quarterbacks preceding him that were breaking or at least flirting with records each of the last 3 seasons for completion percentage.
in the NCAA's history. Dante Moore pretty efficient. Noah Whittington's the leading rusher, 10 carries for 68 yards and a score. The Ducks, though, have had Jaden Lamar, Dante Moore himself, Decorian Moore, Jordan Davison, Kenyon Sadiq, and Jay Harris all carried the ball on the ground here so far in the first half. Malik Benson's the leading receiver with 5 catches for 51 yards and a touchdown. Kenyon Sadiq has a touchdown, his 1 catch. Decorian Moore and Gary Bryant also 2 catches apiece, as Oregon leads it 38-3 here at the Coors Light halftime. I'm Joey Mack now for the call in the second half with Dusty Hara on the sideline, Jerry Allen, and Mike Jorgensen.
Thank you, Joey Mack. Interesting to hear all of the players and all the plays and the score and then say, Jordan, there were some plays they left on the field, the catches that could have been made.
There always are, though, aren't there?
Yeah, there are. Yeah. It will be Montana State receiving the kickoff down to our right to start the second half. Foot into the ball, and we're underway, going deep into the end zone. In fact, out of the back of the end zone, that kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Justin Lamson, the junior transfer from Stanford. Oregon got a chance to play against him a couple of years ago, so they have a little bit on him. Got some film from last year, certainly. And he will bring out 2 receivers, 3 out to the right, led by Taco Dowler. Also out there, Ryan King. He'll bring 1 alone to the left. That's Chris Long. So first down from his own 25-yard line for Justin Lamson. Little motion man makes it 2 receivers each way. This will be a pass back to throw. Quick throw, catch made. What a throw and a catch and a run by Long out of bounds. What a pass by Justin Lamson. Woo. Threaded the needle.
Nixon took a chance. And again, if you take the chance, make the pick, it's 7 the other way. But if you miss, it's a big play for Montana State, and that's what it was all the way out to their 41-yard line.
16 yards on the pass play, Lamson. And it'll be first down at the 41 of Montana State. 2 receivers go to the right, 2 tight ends to the left, 1 off the line. From the pistol look with the running back behind, gets the handoff. Jones will go left, gets a little running room, and goes out of bounds near midfield. They'll bump him out at the 48. On the bump, Ife Obedegu. And a little offensive movement here for Montana State early in the second half. Second down after a 6-yard pickup. Second down and about 4 at the 48. Lamson again. Adam Jones running back to his right. It'll be Jones who gets the ball. He'll run into a pile and get it to about the 49. Get a couple of yards, almost 3. Give him 2. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, you don't want to see. I mean, these again, the little key things that coaches measure during a game is when you come out the second half, you come out with the same intensity. You come out and play sound football. You do all the different things you can that you can't afford to do in other games this season, and this is one of those tests right now.
2 tight ends to the right. Again, 1 off behind the tackle, so power run to the right if they want on 3rd down and 2. And it'll be a keep and a little dump pass, and it'll be enough for the first down. They get it to one of those tight ends, Rocky Lenarocci. Lenarocci is 6'3", 245, redshirt freshman. He lined up to the right with one of the other tight ends, so he was off the line of scrimmage a yard. He just came to motion, leaked out to the left.
I like the play design because you don't want to run into the guts of that Oregon defense in the middle. Oregon's proven to be able to stop anything that you want to do in the trenches, so just pop it outside, get 3 yards, and move the chains.
Dowler, Long, and King receivers all left to the short side of the field. This will be a pass again. Pressure comes, runs away from it, and then throws it down the sideline. Dowler with a catch and a run. Still on his feet, 35, hustle of 30, chase to the 25, and out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Dylan Thieneman had to catch him almost from behind. He had the angle, but Taco Dowler did all that on his own.
Nice play on his own, and again, just some bad angles on trying to take trying to tackle Dowler, but he's so quick in making his cuts across the field Big gain there for Montana State and a nice ad lib by the quarterback.
24 yards on that pass play. Dowler has now got 91 yards in receptions today. Here's first down at the Duck 24. Justin Lamson's catch, back to throw off play action. Swings it in the back out of the backfield. Davis is hit, missed tackle, and then gets wrapped up but never does go down. He'll get a short gain out of this. 2 yards, it'll be second down and 8. Missed tackle right away.
Yeah, missed tackles there. But again, nice job by Justin Lamson making that previous play to keep the play alive, get it to Dowler, and then Dowler's kind of a wild card out there as it is right now. He's tough to get down.
Betcher should get credit. He's the first hit, and then several other Ducks finish off. Pick up 2, second down and 8. A little more than 8. Clear the backfield, no, just a little motion, and give it to the running back, and he's getting it wrapped up for no gain. Might have lost a yard. Justin Lamson, I thought on the read, probably could have pulled that out and kept it. Toyota and Washington teamed up to make the play, but I thought Lamson maybe was going to pull that ball out.
Boy, everything happens so quick down there. When you're a quarterback and having to make those decisions, you put that ball in, and the danger of putting it in so deep to a running back stomach that you got to pull it back out in a half second and not try to fumble it. There's so much going on down there all at the same time.
So third down and 9 for Lamson. 4 receivers, all in tight, 2 each way. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Lamson, snap back to throw. Quick throw, batted into the air, incomplete. And Uyunglele will get the knockdown. Slap that ball out of the air. That short game has really been working for them early in the second half, and it did at the end of the first half as well. Ball got slapped into the air. Nobody near it for the interception. It'll be fourth down. We got a field goal try coming up from the 32. 42-yard field goal try. That's Sandsted. Miles. He's got the leg. Boots this one up long enough, but did it stay in? It did. Got it inside the left upright. So 2 field goals today for Montana State, and the Bobcats make it 38-6 now with almost 5 minutes left, or gone, I should say, here in the third quarter. 38-6, Oregon with the lead. Ducks will get the ball on the kickoff when we come back. Kohl's has back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you. Kohl's has them from jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and at Kohls.com. 38-6 Ducks with the lead. The ball back on the kickoff when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from their field.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
Oregon with the lead, 10-14 left here in the third quarter. We'll talk about the short football pants in a moment, but I'll let you get the scoring drive first.
Just Dusty here as a gem. Just an absolute gem to have down there on the sideline. Well, the Toyota Drive summary, a positive start for the Montana State Bobcats as they go 9 plays, 51 yards in 4:46. Stanstead with the 42-yard field goal, which makes it Oregon 38, Montana State 6. 10-14 left here in the third quarter. The drive summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places, but made some plays there. Justin Lamson keeping a play alive, getting it to Taco Dowler. Taco Dowler continues to be a big part of this Montana State offense, and that's how they got the ball down the field.
Ducks will receive the ball down to our left, the west. Looks like Woodington down there. at the goal line. Talk about those football pants when we come back, because Big Ten put out a statement this year about a rule that's going to be enforced. Supposed to have been enforced all along, but I think it's going to be a little more. It's kind of an interesting rule. Bring it up. Here's the approach to the ball, the boot into it. Not very deep. Whittington's going to have a chance for return from the 9. Upfield to the 15, 20, 25. Up in it at the 25 to 30-yard line. So the rule this year is going to be more heavily, I guess, enacted. That is, you have to wear knee pads. If you're not wearing knee pads, it'll be a warning. And then if same issue, it could become a penalty. But football pants, for the most part, a lot of guys don't even have down to their knee. So how do you wear knee pads?
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that rule, or at least have some sort of light pad where your pants are down over your knees to protect a little bit. Doesn't have to be thick, but just something there, because guys like Taco Dowler are wearing shorts, it looks like, out there today.
Very short. Here's first down. Quick screen. One-man bubble screen out. Bryant's going to make the grab and get short yardage. If there's that's a setup for me. That's a setup for a quick pass and then a second pass. I mean, McClellan released. He was way downfield. If you want to set that up as a pass, double pass later on, it's there. Pickup is 4. Second down at 6. Quick pass out to the right side. More to Corey's not going to get much at all. He'll finally go out of bounds. That hit, but not too late. He was still fighting.
Nice open field tackle out there, though. He's not a guy that's easy to bring down when he gets in the open field one-on-one. And yet they brought down more on that play. Well, Oregon gets a first down.
Yeah, more than I thought. He actually got about 7 yards on that to the 40-yard line. Way out to the left for the Ducks. Jeremiah McClellan all alone. Now joined over there by Gary Bryant Jr. Inside man. Receiver out to the right. And back to throw. Sets short pass to the right, and it's going to be caught and down at the 42-yard line. About a 3 or 4 yard gain. Makai Hughes out of the backfield. Transfer from Tulane is 5'11", 210. Redshirt junior.
Well, just looking, and I think it's important to pay attention to the combinations of people that are out there in certain situations, downs and distances. You know, and there's Jamari Johnson at the tight end position. Corey Moore is still out there. McClellan's out there. Some different combos here right now.
Moore comes out to the right. McClellan goes alone to the left. Under center now for Dante. Snap, turn around, hand it off. And Hughes is going to go up the middle and get run into right at the 45-yard line. He'll fall forward for a half yard, so that's going to be a pickup to give him the 46. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Not much there for him.
The hole was plugged.
Yeah, it looked like Oregon had overloaded the left side of their offensive line with an extra tight end, but Hughes ends up bouncing it over to the right where there were 2 defenders standing all by themselves to make the tackle.
So 3 receivers in a group way out to the left on 3rd down and 4 for Dante Moore. Snap and back to throw from the shotgun. Plenty of time. Pam dumps the short pass. Hughes with a grab. He'll have the first down, but we got a flag down out to the right of that play. And I don't know if somebody was lined up off sides. That's in a position where that flag is near the sideline. It's kind of a difficult decision.
Holding. Offense number 77. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
Well, that call came in from the linesman who was way out by the sideline. That's a rare call by the linesman.
Yeah, that usually doesn't come from out there, and I agree with you. The guess I would have is somebody's lined up off sides when it comes from way over on the sideline.
Penalty takes it back to the 36-yard line. So now 3rd down and 14. Sadiq in motion lines up as one of 3 wide receivers out to the left. Dante Moore up to make the play call at the line now as he checked in. So Jay Harris lined up to his right as the running back, and Moore straight drop to throw. Blitz comes, throw, catch made. Harris with a grab, first down. Gets away from the tackle, 40. Still on his feet, 30. 25, cuts out with a block. Inside of the 17, 14-yard line down there.
Take the chance defensively and you pay the price. It's exactly what Montana State did there. Blitz was coming in a lot of man-to-man, and Dante Moore stands in the pocket, puts it on the money, and Jay Harris does the rest.
got some blocking downfield to help him out as well. Here's first down at the 14. Back to throw quick. One-man screen and get away from a tackle at the 10. Walk it in. Touchdown, Gary Bryant Jr. Touchdown, Ducks. And let's go downstairs again to our Toyota sideline, Mike. I heard you say it in my ear, DeCorian Moore.
DeCorian Moore on the outside perimeter block on that outside screen. A true freshman uproots the defensive back in a flat back in the end zone to open it up for Gary Bryant Jr. in the touchdown. This young man is so skilled as a pass catcher and a route runner, but what is the most impressive thing for me today is his ability to block and the nastiness that he has.
He buried Bryant Meredith back there. I mean, just buried him in the ground.
Kick up and good on the extra point. And Harris, by the way, ran right through Jace McMillan. He had a chance to tackle him and stop him. Wasn't having it. Went right through him. 45-6. Another $1,000 donation to the Eugene Education Foundation. Again, from On Point, where people are the point. How about that? How about this? 45-6. Got a timeout in the sunshine at Otson here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
If you could hear love, what would it sound like?
Son, can we talk about your drinking?
Yeah, Dad. I think we should. Helping those closest to you think about their excessive drinking. Maybe that's what love sounds like. More at rethinkthedrink.com. An OHA initiative.
When life blindsides you with an injury, you need a team that's tough. For over 30 years, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people. This season, we're proud to partner with Oregon Athletics. Because whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, we're both determined to do what it takes to win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Injured? Dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan, 10150 Southwest 6th Avenue, Portland. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Oregon.
He runs. He scores.
Montana State.
Touchdown, Oregon.
From the Country Financial Broadcast booth alongside Mike Jorgensen, here's the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
45-6, Ducks to the big lead. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Another nice drive, Georgie.
Yeah, nice answer by the Ducks. Montana State opens the second half with a good drive of their own and a field goal. Well, Oregon gets it back and goes 6 plays, 70 yards. Gary Bryant with the 14-yard catch and run. Sappington's extra point. And it's Oregon 45, Montana State 6. 6:43 left here in the third quarter. The drive summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And that's the way you answer. Come back out. Be sharp on offense. They were. Great blitz read by Dante Moore to get that ball to Jay Harris, and that was the big play on that particular drive.
Urick tees it up to boot it out from the left to the right. 45-6. Approach to the ball, boot into it very high, and well back in the end zone. It'll come out to the 25. Dusty here, our Toyota sideline. Mike Jorge jump in too. We got to start talking about Dante Moore and decision-making and how he's seen the field. Huh, Dusty?
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest points of growth from Dante Moore from when we saw him at UCLA as a true freshman and when we saw him in spots last year here at Oregon is his ability to get off of the first read and get to the second one or on that big throw to Jay Harris, dumping it off and knowing that the blitz was coming. And Jorgie, you know how important and how hard that is as a quarterback.
Well, and just stand in there nice and calm and make the right decision. No doubt about it. When you know what's coming, sometimes you hurry it. He didn't hurry it at all. He was really calm in the pocket.
So here's Lamson with Jones to his left now, wide out each way. And the snap, handed off. Jones going to go right, get buried at the line of a scrimmage. Amari Washington, the first duck there. Others joined him. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
The other thing I like about Dante Moore is when he throws that quick ball outside, whether it's a designed screen or a quick little hitch or a quick little pass like it was to Gary Bryant, that ball is there in a second. It's out of his hand very quickly. Obviously, the velocity on the ball really gives a guy like Gary Bryant room to roam.
Dowler and Long come left. King alone to the right. And here's a keep and a run right up the middle. And there's a lot of room, but might have been like a 20 or 25-yard run had it not been. Who got a hold of him? Terrence Green. The only duck on that defensive front and the linebackers who saw the quarterback, Lamson, keep it and take off.
You're right. Well-designed play again by Montana State, and they've been right on the edge of popping some big plays on the inside. But Terrence Green was able to get his hands on Lamson and bring him down.
So an 8-yard pickup, a little more than 7, a little less. Instead of a big first down, it'll be 3rd down and about 2.5 for 3. Back to throw. Quick throw, catch made. There's Taco Dowler again. Easy. Taco Dowler. He has been a key, and he gets up limping just a little bit. Pretty tough kid. He hurt that leg, probably half a dozen or a dozen plays ago, and he's still in there. First down at the 39 of Montana State. Handed off to Jones, goes right. We get a couple of yards, and that's it. Tatum Tuioti, the first duck there. Taco, 10 catches, just short of 100 yards. It's against a pretty good Oregon defense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just has a great feel for where he needs to be on the field, whether it's a crossing pattern and running hard or whether it's a sit-down pattern and finding that zone to be able to get the ball.
3 receivers out to the right for Lamson on 2nd down and 8. Penalty flag. Somebody move.
Well, eventually what's going to happen, Jerry,
False start, offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. 2nd out.
With Taco Dowler, if you're Montana State, and Coach Vickens, you're going to have to make a decision. We're down 45-6 with 4:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Do we want to continue to put him on the field and risk further injury to hurt us as the season goes on or not?
I think that decision has already been made. He's not in there now. He's down on the sideline walking. It looks okay, but...
Yeah, he walked all the way down to the other 20, and now he's at the opposite 20, so I don't know what it is.
Here after the 5-yard penalty is 2nd down and 13. Lamson from the shotgun. Snap back to throw. Straight drop. Kahn steps up. Now going to run. Gets tackled down. It will be not a sack. He got positive yardage. He'll get it back to the 37-yard line before Amari Washington wraps him around. It'll be 3rd and long. They are a different team without Taco Dowler in there.
Yeah, he's still on the sideline. Trying to move around, keep himself loose, but he's not in.
Trips out to the right for Justin Lamson. Redshirt junior transfer from Stanford. One receiver left. He'll take the pick. Pressure comes. There he goes. And Mateo Uyunglele has sack number 2 in the game. And that's a solo. All him.
It looked like they wanted to set up some sort of screen to the left. And you just can't hold on to the ball that long and expect to be protected from Uyunglele or Tuioti or Purchase, any of the guys. Uyunglele gets his 2nd sack of the game.
He was in there so fast. You're right, it looked like the offensive line is kind of letting guys come through. Punt coming up. Sandstead. Who's deep for Oregon? Gary Bryant Jr. Snap. And the kick. Low line drive. It's going to bounce. And Gary Bryant's got it at the 30. Cut it upfield. Get away a moment. And then go up to the 35 and down there.
What a bounce he got.
Bounce right straight to him.
Right to
a lot of those will bounce up and way over your head and all over the place. We'll get a timeout. We're still in the 3rd quarter. It's 45-6. 2:28 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Duck football brought to you by Safeway, the official grocery partner of your Oregon Ducks. Stop by Safeway to play the Score Big sweepstakes and enter for a chance to win great prizes such as duck gear or even season tickets from Safeway. 45-6, 2:28 left here in the third from Autzen on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Dante Moore is having a day, 18 of 23, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he just hasn't made, in my way of thinking, Jorgie, any mistakes. And we have got a change at quarterback, and not surprising, Austin Novosad will come in. Dante Moore's day is through. And Novosad, the 6'3", 200-pound redshirt sophomore. 2 passes last year. So he'll get a chance to get some quality time in here with still 2:28 remaining in this third quarter. And it was a good quarterback race. I mean, that quarterback room is good this year.
Now, some good quality time here for Novosad, which is what you need.
Yeah. Hill and Davidson are running, one each side, and the handoff's going to go to Hill right up the middle. Gets feet taken out at about the 39. Jordan Davison and Mr. Hill. A lot of people playing. We're only late in the third quarter.
A couple of true freshmen, too, in that backfield.
Fun watching. Guys getting their chance. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Austin Novosad sends a motion man, hands this one up to Davison up the middle, and Jordan Davison will get about 3 or 4. He's going to be short of the first down, though, by just a half a yard.
I like to be able to hear that talk going on in the field.
Yeah, the officials knock it off.
I just love it.
Quick play, ready to go. High snap, and ball off. Davison gets the first down, gets through for a little more across the 50 to the 48-yard line.
Physical back, if you want to talk about of the group of running backs, that room of 6 or 7 or whatever it is, he's the most physical of the backs. A little shorter, a little more sturdy built. Going to get nothing but better with his career. And you can see it right there. He just kind of works his way in with decent quickness, but size. He's tough to tackle.
Again, 2 running back, 1 to each side of Novosad. Wide out each way and hand it up. No, this time pitch it out. Tried to get it to Hill on the outside. Little fake handoff up, little play action, and he just underthrew the ball.
Yeah, just kind of threw it at his feet. Sometimes I got to tell you, as a quarterback, that's the toughest pass to make when a guy is wide open 5 yards in front of you, and you don't know whether to throw it or shot put it or short arm it, or it's I would rather just wing it, man, 15 yards down the field.
Close your eyes and throw it. Here's first down, back to throw Novosad again. The time going deep. He's got him, and Casper makes the grab, backing up. Little underthrown, or he's walking into the end zone, but it's a grab inside the 10 to the 7-yard line to the big 6'6" wide receiver, Kyler Casper.
He was so wide open, Novosad just couldn't throw it far enough to get it out there and be able to lead him.
To the 8-yard line. Novosad going to turn, hand it off. Davidson going to go upside, 5-4. He reached to the cross. Did he get there? Yes! Touchdown! Jordan Davison. Touchdown, Ducks.
An impressive drive there. Combination of run, throw, deep ball from Novosad down to Kyler Casper, but some nice runs in between with the freshman, Dyer Hill and Jordan Davison. His second touchdown today.
Thought they might look at this to see if he got the knee down before but it's close, but no, he's reaching. That ball's over the goal line when that behind hits. That's a touchdown. Watching our replay here. Extra point try coming up. Try to make it 52-6. And the punter, Ross James, the holder this time. And Hurek boots it up and throw. Make it look easy with 26 seconds still left here in the third quarter. It's a 52-6 Oregon lead. We got a timeout coming up. Time to go get yourself a Pepsi. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi. Autzen Stadium and beautiful sunshine on a perfect temperature day here in late August, almost September. The Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
Palms facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
About the mental work.
Together we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Hey, Ducks, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field designed Oregon t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Oregon in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Welcome back to Autzen Stadium, 52-6. Jerry Allen along with Jorgie and a cast of thousands. Big crowd here today. Joey Mack up behind us. Ryan Milano, Chris Clayton, Ashley back in the studio. Swag doing stats for John Lundquist. Still don't know that story. But by the way, John and Julie are in Scotland finishing up a little road trip. He will be back next week.
I think he's going to come back with an accent.
I hope so. I think he's going to come back with any Scotch. He's in Scotland.
Oh, man.
I hope so.
He usually treats us once a year up here to something.
Yes, he does.
So we'll see what it is.
All right, kickoff coming with a final little less than a half a minute remaining here in this third quarter. Approach to the ball. Foot into it, and that ball is going to go out of the back of the end zone. Let's get you a drive, huh?
Toyota drive summary for the Ducks. Impressive one. Austin Novosad making his first appearance in 2025. Takes the Ducks 65 yards in 6 plays. And again, Davison, an 8-yard touchdown run, his second touchdown of the day. Hurek with the extra point. That drive only took 2:02 to get down and get that touchdown. And again, impressive drive to be able to come in. Some new guys out there. We'll hope to name them in the next drive, but it was nice to see, obviously, Austin Novosad take the team down for a touchdown.
Justin Lamson still in at quarterback for the final 26 seconds here in the third quarter. Crowd getting a little noisy. Here's a handoff going outside, trying to get the edge, and spinning off a tackle and finally spun down is Chris Long. Lined up outside, came across, got the handoff, and going to get good, hard 4 yards. Woodyard will just stop.
Dowler's back in.
I'm going to have to go really deep into my spotty chart this week because they're playing a lot of bodies here, and they're playing
the end
well.
Of the third quarter.
That's the end of 3 as the seconds hit the clock. 52-6. Still a full fourth quarter of football to be played here at Autzen Stadium. Fans, I got to hand it to you. You have deserved shout. 7,257 pounds, getting loud and then getting quiet. That's amazing. That's a part that amazes.
There's nothing. It's quiet. Nobody does it like we do. No. Nobody. Not even close.
Look at the players down about the 10-yard line. We got some guys into it. Where's Dusty here? Dusty, come on. I thought you'd be down on the ground.
Oh, sorry. I'm just sitting here. I'm getting in on it. Sorry. No. Hey, this is the biggest difference between Purdue and Autzen Stadium. We went through this at Purdue last year where they said they were the originators of shout. Somebody just does it better, though. This crowd always sells out for shout.
I got to tell you a great story. My grandson was at the Rose Bowl with Ohio State. Gosh, I can't remember where it was. Another fan said he was some Ohio State fans, and Oregon got to do shout. And the Ohio State fan turned to the Oregon fan and said, "Hey, is it okay if we do shout with you?"
It's something.
They just loved it.
I mean, I'm glad Dusty brought that up because we got a chance to see another version of it at Purdue last year, and I realize that Purdue doesn't have the turnout with the way that the Boilermakers have performed the last 4 or 5 years, but it's nothing like this shout.
Justin Lamson on 2nd down and 6 at his own 29-yard line. 2nd and 6. Snap. Lamson going to hand it off. And a first down run across the 35 to the 36 line. Julius Davis, 5'10", 210-pound redshirt senior transfer. Got 40 carries last year. Averaged 5.5 yards a carry, so he's got some legs and some body strength, and he gets the first down for the Bobcats. Fourth quarter just underway. 52-6, Oregon with the lead. Split out one wide to the right. I believe that's King. And 2 receivers to the left. And the shotgun snap, back to throw. Pressure comes, hit. Catch might have been made. I think they're going to give him a catch, but Lamson just got his bell rung. And I'm waiting for him to turn so I can see a number.
I thought it was 13, but maybe it was 3.
Gavin Nix.
Yeah, 13.
Big guy.
Came off the edge.
And quick. He laid a lick on Lamson. It was a good, clean hit, but he got to him as he released the ball. First down at the 48. Here's a play-action roll right. Lamson looking to throw. Now can't. Going to have to spin and gets positive yardage, a couple of yards out of what going to end up being nothing. And Jerry Mixon, one of several Ducks who had him in his sights and was just staying right with him, not going to let him get away. And the back end did a good job. Everybody was covered, so he had to just kind of eat the ball to go down.
Yeah, Ashton Porter, number 29, playing at that defensive end position, got fooled on the play, got caught inside, allowed Lamson to get outside, but nobody opened downfield. Nix makes the play.
Pick up of maybe a half a yard. Still, let's call it 2nd down and 10. And back to throw off, little play action, little kind of a one-man screen outside. Taco is back in the ballgame. Taco Dowler spins out to the left. A delayed little pass. Looked like a screen, but it didn't have any blockers.
Didn't have anybody out there hoping to fool everybody, and he had gotten outside, but Brandon Finney, number 4, true freshman, the speed to get out there, had the angle, essentially made a stop for no gain.
So 3rd down and 8 just at midfield. Maybe the ball just across that 50-yard line. Left hash going from our west to our east, left to right. 2 receivers out to the right, now 3. As Long joins out in motion, back to throw again. Lamson pressured, tripped and down. You can tell with the celebration going on that Nasir Wyatt is going to get credit for the sack. He was dancing after he got the trip up. There were a couple of other Ducks that were in there as well. Dusty Hare, you're down there looking at that. There were 3 Ducks that could have been there.
It was, as you said before, a flock of Ducks going back there and making life miserable for Lamson. New return man for the Ducks on the punt return, DeCorian Moore, deep.
DeCorian Moore at his own 15. Croker gets a foot into it. Very hot. Big punt. And into the end zone. DeCorian Moore makes it look like he's going to field it. That's a huge punt. very high, great hang time, and it bounces, and instead of bouncing into or staying in the field of play, it went on into the end zone. So 11:37. This has seemed like a very long game all of a sudden. 52-6. Oregon with the lead and the ball back. When we come back to Autzen Stadium on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I'm coming home to the place that I remember. Back to the land of my...
Welcome back to Autzen. 11:37 remaining. Fourth quarter, 52-6. And Oregon hasn't had to punt today. Oh, by the way, watching the big screen here, Tez Johnson, after a touchdown, the backflip in the end zone. That was awesome. What is it? Downstairs to Dusty here on the Toyota sideline, Mike.
You guys remember the end of the Big Ten championship game when Tez Johnson, when they were in the victory formation,
yes,
pulled the standing backflip in full pads?
I forgot about that.
That was incredible, but then all of a sudden he turns into an Olympic gymnast, and he's out there doing a front handspring.
Yeah, handspring round off to a backflip. So new quarterback for Oregon, Luke Moga, will come in as the triggerman now. Moga is 6'2", 204-pound redshirt freshman. Will go at QB. Waits for that snap. Saliapaga in motion, sets up, and that H-back to the left. Going to hand this. No, kept it. Going to run right. Turns the corner. Got throw 30, 35, 40. Out of bounds. He was a step away from going all the way. Luke Moga, and he can do that.
And he can scoot.
Oh, my.
I wanted so bad before that play started to say he can scoot down the field. He's had a great preseason practice throwing the ball, but he can fly. Almost broke that one all the way.
It was close. Dwan Riggs will be to his right. Three receivers all out to the left from the 45-yard line where he stepped out. Moga did. Snap. And this time handed off. Riggs got a lot of running room. Gets across the 50. Dives across the 45 to the first down. They'll mark it at the 45, but that should move the sticks. And everybody playing well today. Just fun seeing all of the bodies getting a chance to show that they've earned an opportunity to play in a game, all the hard work in fall camp, and they are getting a chance to show it today. Moga, Luke Moga, quarterback now, 6'2", 204, redshirt freshman. And the snap, going to hand it off, going right. Hill got the handoff, got throw on his feet, right side, sideline and out of bounds, inside the 20. Again, one trip away from going all the way. Wow. Dusty Hare, you saw something down there, huh?
Yeah, Dwan Riggs, Tink Riggs with the 2-for-1 block. He blocked it outside, or it's nickel corner coming up, and the nickel corner went right into the outside linebacker who was flowing. A 2-for-1 block, that is a highlight film for a running back.
Two running backs in the backfield, one each side of Moga. Snap. Turn, handed to the man to his right. Hill's going to go up the middle. Whoa, with a burst of speed, lowers his head, goes all the way to the 3-yard line. Got the first down easily, and then somebody tried to take him on head on, and he just blew through them and gets it inside the 3. That was a pop. And the Ducks are first and goal just inside the 3-yard line. 9:12 remaining. Still 52-6. Oregon trying to add more. Wow. Something else.
Well, look at the balance offensively, too. Rushing and passing. Pretty amazing.
Riggs to the right of Moga. A couple of receivers out there. Moga with a snap. Give it to Riggs. He'll look for some spin off and get it across the 1. I thought the spin move might get him there, but he could not find a second opening. And it'll be second and goal from the 1. 2 or 3 new guys coming into the ball game. And it looks like, is that Jay Harris? Hill, who has come back in. Bobcats trying to mount or get their defense in the game. Moga turn, give it to Hill. Right side, dive, push, shove. Did he get there? No call yet. Just stopped short of the goal line. 8 minutes, clock moving, 52-6.
You know, that's pretty impressive by Montana State. Oregon has just run this right down their throat very quickly down inside the 5-yard line, and yet no give up in the Bobcats. Down 52-6, 7:45 left in the game, and yet they're putting up a fight down on the goal line.
Under center, Moga got Zach Grayson, a fullback. Hill behind him. Moga turn. Give it to Hill, push it, shove it. No, I don't think he's going to get there. He did not. And again, George, you mentioned an impressive stop by Montana State. That'll be 3rd down and goal. But beg your pardon, 4th down. 4th down from inside the 1. Normally when you get Zach Grace in there to fullback with double tight end, it's just get out of the way. Montana State, nice job. Davis behind Moga at that pistol running back. He'll get the ball up the middle, and Davison will score.
Not by much, though.
No.
Had to go over the top. Wasn't like they had just blown the line of scrimmage up for him to run through a hole. He had to go up over the top, get that ball over the goal line, and then I think went backwards from there. But they say touchdown from the side. I wonder if they'll look at this again.
Hard to get from that short. It's interesting. You go 90 yards, you only get 6 points. You go half a yard, still get 6 points. I think he got there. Don't see any part of him that yet. He definitely got the ball across. So 58-6. Extra point coming up. The kick. Herrick will try it again. Oregon's been very good on special teams here today. Haven't had to punt, so we can't address that part of it, but ball camping's been good. There's the kick up and good. How about another $1,000 donation, $1,000 to the Eugene Education Foundation from On Point. On Point, people on the point. 6:50 remaining. Still a lot of time in this football game. 59-6. We got to go to our spotting boards here and see who hasn't been in the game yet, because almost everybody else has. We haven't had, Dusty hasn't been in the game yet, so there's still a chance.
Got a bad back. I'm not going to do it today, you know?
Bad back. Injured return. 59-6. Oregon with a lead here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
This week on Sports News, football's newest star ain't no rookie, it's DirecTV. They make it easy to find your pro and college teams across live TV and streaming apps so you never miss a moment. And with access to your game stats and scores in one place, it's good. It's DirecTV like you've never seen it. Visit DirecTV.com today. DirecTV is a proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Internet-connected Gemini device and separate subscriptions required. New residential customers auto-renews monthly. Cancel anytime. Equipment lease required. Unreturned device fees apply. Credit card and restrictions apply.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Ducks.
Pressure comes, throws, catch made, touchdown!
Bobcats.
Oregon's offense is rolling.
From the Country Financial Broadcast booth alongside Mike Jorgensen, here's the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
Thank you. Welcome back to Autzen Stadium. Right now, Oregon 493 yards of offense to 183 for Montana State. Jordan, you mentioned the balance a moment ago. 253 passing, 240 rushing. That's exactly what you want to see from your offense.
Oh, boy, don't you? And again, a lot of that last drive was on the ground. Toyota drive summary for the Ducks. 8 plays, 80 yards. Jordan Davison, his third touchdown of the game. And 4:47 is what it took. Oregon 59, Montana State 6. 6:50 left here in the game. That drive summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. But it's one of those ones where a lot of rushing on that particular drive, but it's been very well balanced all game long, and that just added to it right there.
Here's a kickoff that's going to go well into the end zone and out. I'll tell you what, Gage Hurek kind of earning that kickoff job right now. Every kick he has had has gone into or out of the end zone. He's got a good strong leg. Ducks have got good special teams people. I mean, you look at James Ferguson Reynolds, transfer from Boise State, big punter. Ross James averaged 45.5 yards a punt last year. Atticus Sappington missed only 2 extra points, 14 of 16 field goals. Hurek has shown he's got the leg. Oregon special teams kicking and punting should be a highlight this year.
And it was all preseason camp, too. I mean, the consistency has carried over to the game and that, of practice, and that's what you want to see. I mean, Sappington hit some long field goals this August during some of the practices and some of the scrimmages they had. It's nice to know that from 55 yards, you've got the leg. The accuracy has to go with it, but they've shown it all preseason camp.
Dusty here, our Toyota sideline mic down below. What has impressed you the most about this football game so far?
I would say the depth and the lack of fall off in production. We have seen so many different players, and this isn't just in the second half and in the fourth quarter when the backups are truly in. It's the mixing in of guys early in that first quarter and that second quarter. I saw the participation numbers for the first half. 60 Oregon Ducks played in the first half. And a lot of those guys are special teams, but they were all rotating in. And I think that was the most impressive part is the fresh bodies and the above-the-line guys that Dan Lanning has talked about, right? They have those across the board at every position group and at every level, offense and defensively.
Kind of saw it in fall camp, but Jorgie and Joey, even, I mean, we watch fall camp and you're playing against each other, so you don't really know what you're seeing.
Yeah, every play is good and bad, depending on how you look at it. And that's where, Coach Lanning talks all the time about maintaining the rules of a play. And essentially that's, farm your own land is the analogy that he's used in his now, 4 years here. And I think that Oregon's done a nice job of that today. And when really talented players are executing at that level, that's when you can have a really special team. And I think, too, guys, that's when the depth can really be on display because you have that sort of execution by very talented players.
It's been really fun to see it come here in live action against somebody else. Here's a low snap, but picking up the throw. Throw it over the middle. Catch made. Short of the first down. It's Taco Dowler again. And
what is he doing in the game?
You just hope that he is a guy that lasts because he's getting targeted a lot. He's going to come out right now. But
there was a play right there that had nothing to do maybe with his leg being hurt, but the collision piece of it. It's just, you don't need to risk that guy right now.
Lamson still at quarterback for Montana State. Approaching 6 minutes remaining. 59-6 Oregon. Here's the handoff going left, and not much room for Adam Jones as he'll run into a stack. Needed the 35 for the first down, but he got there, so it'll be a first down. Move the sticks. He got to the 36-yard line. Lots of new Ducks. Trying to get some of them for you.
It looks like Mathuti in at inside linebacker.
Gavin Nix, one of those guys. Matthew Johnson, I think I see in there. It's 55, I think. Here's the snap. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made and holding on. That's an impressive catch because Jabez Woods got popped hard as he made that catch over the middle. A 9-yard pickup. Kingston Lopa delivered the blow.
Dakota Fields playing corner outside. Grisham in there too.
Deion Gray comes back in for a moment. Here's a snap. Quick throw out. Try the screen, and Oregon trouble tackling. They'll get to the 50. Jabez Woods does. He ran into the back of his blocker who was tying up 2 Oregon Ducks, and nobody could go anywhere. He'll get about, let's see where he is. The down marker, very short gain. In fact, almost no gain midfield, so still. Or did he get the first down? It's first and 10. He got the first down, 1st and 10. Snap throw over the middle. Tight ends make the grab. 40. 40 inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. Rocky Lencioni. Rocky Lencioni is 6'3", 245. That's his second catch today. He kind of got lost in there.
He did get lost. Crossing pattern. Whoever had him didn't have him on that play.
Lencioni gives him a big first down to the 26. Snap again. Lamson, quick throw to the right. The big tight end gets knocked down this time. And it's him again. Lencioni. So the tight end, back-to-back catches. And was that Lopa that took him down again? 59-6. Didn't tackle him as much as knocked him down.
Looks like Dowler back in the game.
Wow. Second down, 23-yard line right hash. Montana State trying to go in. In duck territory, back to throw. Quick throw out to the side again. Heck of a catch. Did he get a foot in? They're saying he did. Jacob Trimble. Boy, I want to look at this. It's a great catch by Trimble if he can get a foot in. Reaches up high.
And I thought Trimble was Dowler because I saw the 4 come out.
He didn't make that grab.
No, he's out of bounds.
And they are, Oregon's taking time to make a defensive change.
He's challenged it.
Yeah, I think Oregon's going to challenge the
based on the
timeout. Oregon, 30 seconds.
Based on the replay we just saw on the large video screen scoreboard, it's a wonder how you would call that complete.
Prior to the timeout, the previous play is under further review.
Well, I look to the sideline to the red hat, and he's given the wind call as that play is getting ready to develop. So, in other words, to me, that says upstairs is going, we're not going to look at this, go ahead and play. Because he said, go ahead, run the play. So that's why Dan Lanning called timeout.
Yeah. I mean, the replay that we saw up on the scoreboard right there, it looked like the first thing that lands is his knee completely out of bounds. And I guess with officials in position, you would be, I'm surprised they called it complete in the first place. I know there's a lot going on down there. Tough job. They've done a nice job today. But every once in a while. It
always amazes me that so few guys in stripes are covering so many guys playing football.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, it's amazing. But every view that we've seen is he goes up, makes a great catch on the ball, Trimble, but when he comes down, the foot and the knee are out of bounds. So really tough. Great play by Kingston Lopa to go up and push him out and not allow him to come down in bounds.
After further review, the pass was incomplete.
Yeah, he's 2 yards
It'll be
out of
third down
bounds.
and 7 from the 23-yard line.
Bang, bang play by the officials. Sometimes you get it, you see it, and you think he got down, he touched. Then you see the replay, and I'm sure whoever made that call will look at it and go, oh, yeah, gosh, I missed that. Just missed it.
Well, that's why you got it there, right? The replay.
I'm sure he knows he's not
coach's opportunity to challenge. You always hope they push the button up above and say, hey, we need to take a look at this again.
Yeah.
But that's why the coaches have that challenge opportunity, and you take advantage of it.
So the incomplete puts the ball back at the 23-yard line of Oregon. 3rd down and 7. 23 of Oregon on the right hash. 3rd down and 7 for Justin Lamson. Lamson with 2 receivers out to the left. Now one comes in motion to the right. Trips right. Ducks show blitz. Here they come. Try to get there in time. Pass completed. And to the 1st down. See where they mark the ball, but I think that's going to be enough. 16-yard line. Will they move the sticks? It will. Dane Steele, who's worn a tight end number at 84, but he's a wide receiver. He's 5'10", 185. Credit Lamson for standing in and delivering that pass. 16-yard line. 1st down, snap, Lamson looking left all the way. Going for the front corner of the end zone, and a penalty flag is going to come out. Yeah, that's going to be Chris Long trying to reach up, and the seam offered kind of got into his face without turning around.
Pass interference, defense number 14. By rule, the ball is placed at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal.
Yeah, it looked like Offord really didn't make a play on the ball. That's why I think this flag came out.
Yeah.
He's up in his face, actually bumps him before the ball gets there, and really never made an effort to make a play on the ball. So, good call.
Duck football brought to you by Nature made to care for fans on game day and every day. The official vitamin and supplement of Oregon football. And by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Let's go to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal under center. I formation. Handed to the big guy in the backfield, and Adam Jones rolls into the end zone, in Montana State feel a little bit better about itself going home with a touchdown against this Duck defense here late in this ball game. Make it a 59-12 score. Nice hole open up the middle. So with 2:22 remaining. Yeah, nice job blocking by the offensive line. Big number 73, Cedric Jefferson, just opened up that hole, took his man outside. There was room to run. Extra point kick coming up. Foot into it. Up. And good. Sanson makes it 59-13. 2:22 left. Let's come back after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Tom Rhoda, a recent retiree. Tom has become a community hero through his care for a feral cat colony in Eugene. In the neighborhood, he feeds, traps, and fixes them at his own expense. And at the surgery center, he assists with spay and neuter procedures, handles laundry, and prepares recovery cones, helping whatever way he can to improve the lives of abandoned pets and making a lasting impact on both animals and the community. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Tom Rhoda.
Remaining in this game, Ducks take the kickoff, return it to the 24-yard line. They'll have it 1st down there. And I think Mr. Moga's still... No, Brock Thomas in at quarterback now. Brock Thomas getting a chance to show what he can do here with 2:15 remaining. And that pistol look. Running back right straight behind him. Turn in, hand it off. Riggs goes right up the middle. And hard push. The pile will get him a good 6-7 yards.
Love to see fight still in these guys with 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
By the way, I didn't get a chance to get you the Toyota drive summary from Montana State. 9 plays, 75 yards. Jones with the 2-yard touchdown run. Sandstead with the extra point. That drive took 4:28 off the clock. And it is now 59-13 Oregon over Montana State. 2 minutes left. The drive summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.
59-13. DirecTV, a proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Stream the Oregon Ducks satellite free on DirecTV. Visit directtv.com today for learning more. Here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Today we're going to talk about deep breathing, something we all need to do more of, especially when you're getting ready to call your health plan and deal with one of those automated phone trees. You know how it feels to get into an endless phone loop when you just have a simple question that could take 2 minutes or less, and then pretty soon, you've lost your zen.
Shouldn't your health plan help you reduce stress? That's why you'll talk to a real person when you choose Pacific Source Health Plans.
Tranquility.
Welcome back to Autzen Stadium. Bright sunshine, dusty Hera. I looked ahead for next week. You're going to have another duplicate day like this. Supposed to be around 81 next Saturday.
I'll take it. I will take it. Sunshine, I never complain about. When it rains in Oregon, but everybody says, oh, it's so rainy. No. We enjoy the days like this. Days like this makes all the rain worth it.
2-minute warning gives us 2 minutes left in a 59-13 score. We're talking about players who have connections or significant connections to Oregon football. And this team, we'll tell you about one in a moment, is Brock Thomas at quarterback. That Thomas name is somewhat familiar. As from that shotgun, takes a snap, turns, keeps on, going to go around himself, across the 30, lowers his head, get to the 35. He'll get the first down. Cruz rushing. DB and outside linebacker Elijah Rushing are brothers. Makai Hughes and DB Naeem Offord are brothers. Tatum Tuioti, of course, the son of defensive line coach Tony Tuioti. Iapani Laulu is the younger brother of former Oregon offensive lineman. Piope, remember him? Achilles Smith Jr., the son of former Oregon Achilles Smith, the quarterback. Brady Bidwell, the son of a guy could punt a little bit. It was okay, Josh Bidwell, but he, I hardly remember him playing. He's the son. Give him a bad time. And Kennedy, the brother of former Oregon track and field standout Braxton Kennedy. Here's the handoff. Briggs is going to go across the 35, trying to get all those connections in. And then we mentioned Brock Thomas.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, and that's something.
Forgot he was a Sheldon kid.
I remember his dad, Aaron, who played here about the time I was playing here. I can remember him talking about his son playing at Sheldon over the past few years, and I knew that, and I just didn't make the connection that that's the same Brock Thomas that now plays for Oregon, and just figured it out this last week. And then Chris Clayton says, hey, did you know? I'm like, this week is the first time I've even looked at it. I can't believe I haven't caught that before, so thanks, Chris. And the Ducks are going to take a knee here.
Yeah, safe.
They've earned it.
59-13. Josh Bidwell, I mentioned his son Brady playing. Josh, the team chaplain. And what an unbelievable job Josh did, of course, as a punter and on with Green Bay in the NFL.
What a good man.
He's a tremendous job of leading these young men as a team chaplain. So 24 seconds left. There will not be another play. Coaches will come across, meet at midfield, shake hands. Fun game as the final 16 seconds will tip away. And the Ducks will go in 1-0 and look forward to next week, which will come very quickly. But what a way to open a season. The 2025 season opens with a big bang. There's the final 59-13 Oregon. The victory over Montana State in a very definitive, in every phase of the ball game, victory here today. Jorgie, I mentioned it a couple of times early. I know it was Montana State, different division. This is a good Montana State program. It was an impressive performance.
Just right from the get-go, Jerry, and that's what I was so happy to see is the offense came out right down the field, scored. Special teams made some plays to give them field position. Again, making plays to get in the end zone. Defense was very dominant today. Not a lot, very few mistakes from a turnover standpoint. People in the wrong spot, trying to force balls in. If you're Dante Moore at the quarterback position, I just thought for a first game against Montana State, very clean. Frankly, I expected this because this is not the Montana State team that we saw last year, who went to the FCS championship, had some super high-level players, and one of them, Tommy Mellott, the quarterback, made everybody else better. Not the same Montana State team as they've seen the last couple of years, but nonetheless, still a good team, and Oregon did exactly what they're supposed to do. Came out sharp, played clean football, come away with a 59-13 victory.
I can tell you what, there were a lot of years in the past when Oregon, with a more talented team, maybe a much heavier favorite, didn't perform as well against an opponent like Montana State today. Today, the Ducks did what they were coached to do, and that is play Oregon football, and they did it very, very well. Post-game show coming up, 59-13, the final score here. Oregon giving up a touchdown in the final 2 minutes of the ball game, effectively. Otherwise, a near shutout as far as TDs go. Post-game show coming up. Interviews, we'll hear what the coach has to say. He's got to be happy, but I'm sure he's got a list of things that need to be fixed already. We'll hear from him coming up on the postgame show. 59-13 here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woo-hoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers. So welcome fall with savings on jeans, tees, candles, and comfy bedding. And earn Kohl's cash all weekend. Trust me, your future cozy self will thank you. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer in September 1st. See store or Kohls.com for details.